running because these TVs.
I'm sorry. We're like grinding my gears today. And I don't have buttons.
You said they're freshman credit. And we're here at the Mule Barn on senior night, getting ready for some JV action and then move on to the varsity. We'll have senior night. We'll also have senior night recognition during the halftime or before the varsity game.
Yep, in between JV and varsity, we'll be doing some senior night festivities, and we're all looking forward to that. These guys have worked hard this year and deserve some recognition for sure.
It'll be an interesting game tonight here at the Mule Barn.
Yep, Flora, it seems to always be a good rivalry between the Mules and the Wolves.
Well, they're actually having a really good season this year. They beat us early in the season, but
tonight's our time for payback.
We've improved a lot since we played them, though.
What do you say? Oh, we got the Mule mascot here tonight.
Yeah.
What's his name? Murdoch? Murdoch the Mule, I feel like.
To be honest, I don't know.
You're not sure. Well, I'm excited he's graced us with his presence. We'll try to get him on camera here in a little bit. But once again, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the last few minutes of the freshman game.
Yeah, freshmen dropped a tough game.
That was a really well played game, but they just couldn't come out with the W tonight. So thank you for joining us. We keep hoping that we can get a whole freshman game on, possibly
maybe Friday night.
Yep,
we'll drive down there and get the freshman game.
So, but yeah, thank you for joining us. I just want to mention our sponsors really quickly as we wait for the JV game to start. Conard Financial Group, DiMaggio's Pizza and Pasta, Fairfield Banking Company, Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler, TTT Designs, CSI Insurance Brokers, Cornerstone Community Church, Christina Copeland Country Financial, Wayne County Farm Bureau, Raylan James Marketing, Wabash General Hospital, Walters Buildings, Boyd Furniture and Mattress, Carter Trucking, Pollard Realty, Potts Family Pharmacy, Fairfield National Bank, Carnaby Square, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Eagle Supply, Black's Flowers and Gifts, People's National Bank, Fairfield Elks Lodge, La Fuente Mexican Restaurant. Thank you to our sponsors, and thank you for joining us here tonight. We've been having some internet and streaming issues, so knock on wood. Yeah.
If you see anything wrong, just
let us know
in the live chat.
I'm going to be watching the stream like a hawk, as Double D says, and we've been playing around with some settings and doing some research, trying to make sure we can provide the best stream for you guys. So we're hoping we're heading in the right direction, but we sure appreciate your patience.
And we're just excited to be here tonight.
We are. I've got my coffee. I'm trying to liven back up for the evening.
It's a great way to end off Valentine's Day.
It is. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I hope you've had a good day. It's kind of been a little bit crazy on my end, but
it's been a little rainy night so far, too.
I know. And like I told you guys, I'll share this story. I was leaving tonight to come up here, and my son said, "Mommy, you have to go to work. Worst Valentine's Day ever." He's so dramatic, and he was cracking me up. But I told him, go eat your candy and, play with your toys that I bought you for Valentine's Day. Maybe that'll cheer you back up.
Maybe it'll distract him.
Yeah. He got over it pretty quickly, but had to make Mommy feel bad before I left. So
yeah, this is Claire Vaughn and Anthony Ukina here, getting ready to do the JV action for you, commentate the JV game for you.
Yes.
And we're going to take a commercial break here, and we'll be back right with you before the start of the JV game.
Conard Financial Group can help you build a diverse portfolio to keep you on track with your financial goals. Conard Financial Group can help you with retirement planning, 401ks to IRAs, 401k rollovers, college saving plans, life and long-term care, insurance, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and certificates of deposits. With over 46 years of combined experience in the financial industry, they'll help you plan and invest in your future, whatever your goals may be. Give them a call or stop by Conard Financial Group, LLC, investing in the future since 2003.
DiMaggio's Pizza, family-owned for 49 years. Located at 1312 West Main in Fairfield, DiMaggio's is more than just pizza. Soups, salads, sandwiches, pasta, and so much more. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday from 4 to 9 p.m. DiMaggio's is available for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. Order online now at DiMaggios.pizza or download the app available in your app store.
The Fairfield Banking Company, your true locally owned hometown bank, says go Mules. See them for checking and savings accounts and loans of all types. Lobby hours are 8:30 to 4 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. And the convenient drive-thru, they're open 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday, 8 to 6 on Friday, and 8 to noon on Saturday. The Fairfield Banking Company, 915 Commerce Drive in Fairfield. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're at home right now or debating on coming to the game because it's rainy or not, you should come on out and support the seniors on one of their last home games in the Mule Barn. It's white out too. Make sure you remember that. If you're coming dressed in white, me and Claire totally forgot about that, but
We failed. So.
yeah. But come on out in your white and support the Mules on their senior night. Come on out and support the JV team too. They'd like it too. We have a
What's
good
their
crowd.
record? What's their record?
They're
Are they
16 and 0.
Are they still
And
undefeated?
fun fact, Claire,
Yes.
if they beat Carmine, if they beat Flora and Carmine tonight, JV team, does Coach Bailey has to shave his head bald?
Oh no!
He made the bet. He made the bet at the beginning of the year. If they go undefeated, 18 and 0, that he would shave his head.
Oh my!
And right now, that's looking real hopeful.
That's
It's gonna
amazing.
be great.
So Double D is gonna get pied in the face because we got 1,000 subscribers. That was his bet, and now we're gonna get a shaved head out of
Yep.
Coach Bailey. It's just all sorts of fun bets going on. That's awesome. Well, I hope they pull it off, and if shout out if you guys want us to live stream this head shaving action, give us a call.
Yeah.
And we'll stream it live
it's not
on
just
Mule
anything.
Nation.
The whole varsity and JV team, freshman team get to shave it.
They all get a
Yeah.
swipe out of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're trying to talk him into shaving his beard too.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Well,
We're getting ready to
Yeah.
get underway in action for freshmen. Shortly, I'll have the starting lineups for both teams. Hopefully, both teams. I don't know. Floor's a little iffy for JV. And the starters for Fairfield is going to be Jake Easton, Latrell Snyder, Ethan McElravy, Trent Bliss, and Crescent White. And for the JV Flora, it's going to be Tyler Conrad, James Harrell, Tyler Conrad, James Harrell, and it's going to look like Garrett Patridge, I hope I said it right, and Quinn Eubinger.
Eubinger.
Yeah, and then they don't have the other person. And then number 12's out there, which I think is a freshman. Jake Easton guarding the ball pretty good. Shot by 24. Rebound by Trell Snyder. Pass it off to Crescent White, dribbling the ball down the court. Crescent White is across the half-court line. Pass off to Ethan McElravy. Pass back to Crescent White. He passed it back to Jake Easton. Swung over to Trail. Swung back to Jake. Swung to Ethan. Swung to Crescent. And they're having a little bit of difficulty of this 2-3 zone. Swung back into Crescent. Swung back to Ethan McElravy. Swung back to Jake Easton. Still ain't even got close to getting a good shot yet. Swung back to Jake Easton. Swung over to Crescent White. Swung back to Jake Easton, and it swung to Ethan McAravey. Shot fake. Down to Trent Bliss. Passed off to Crescent White. That was a risky pass by Trent Bliss, but he got it. Passed to Jake Easton and swung back over to Ethan McAravey. Swung back to Jake Easton. Swung back to Ethan McAravey. And now they're starting to pressure up on Jake. Swung back to Crescent White. Layup by Crescent White is good. 2-0, 6:05 to go in the first quarter. Shot by James Harrell is no good and rebounded by Garrett Patridge. Swung back to James Harrell. Swung over to number 12. Swung back to Garrett Patridge. Pass down to Quinn. Shot by Quinn is no good. They're fighting. Crescent and him are fighting for rebound, and Flora's ball.
We can move our stuff over if you need to. You okay?
Garrett Patridge is inbounding the ball for Flora under their own basket. Passed off to number 12. Passed off to Garrett Patridge. Swung back to number 12. Swung back to James Harrell, top of the key. Swung over to number 23, Tyler Conrad. Swung back to Quinn. Swung back to Garrett Patridge. Swung back to Tyler Conrad and swung over to James Harrell. Fairfield's ball. That was a bad pass by James Harrell.
Crescent almost got his hands on it, almost grabbed a hold of it. Thought again, like, oh,
Jake
just let that go
Jake
out.
Easton is getting full court press as he dribbles the ball across half court. Swung over to Ethan McAravey as he's getting pressured. Swung back to Jake Easton, back to Ethan McAravey, over to Trent Bliss. Over to Ethan, over to Jake on top of the key. Trent Bliss is calling for the ball. Swung to Ethan McAravey. 3 by Ethan McAravey is no good as he missed. And Ethan is not happy about that.
It looked good. It was just a little bit off.
Number 12 is swung to 24, Garrett Patridge, dribbling off. Swung to Quinn. Passed back off to 24 as it is a travel as Trail pressured into him.
Nice job with Trail.
Jake Easton is inbounding the ball. Pass to Crescent, pass back to Jake as he's dribbling the ball down the court. Swung back to Crescent White as he dribbled the ball across half court. Pass back to Jake. Passed over to Ethan. Pass down to Trent. Shot by Trent is no good as it went in and out. Pass off to number 12. Pass down to number 40. It was intended for Quinn, but he could not get down there fast enough to catch it. So
another turnover, another
Mules
bad
ball.
pass.
Mules ball. Jake Easton is dribbling the ball down the court as they're starting their full court 3-2 zone. Ethan McAravey the ball. Passed off to Jake Easton. Swung over to Crescent White. Swung over to Ethan McAravey. Swung out to Trent Bliss. Swung over to Jake. Crescent White now has it. Jake, 3-point shot by Jake Easton is no good.
Rebound,
Ethan rebound.
Nice.
And it's good. Layup by Ethan McAravey is good. 4-0 Fairfield. 3:42 to go in the first quarter. Swung over to Garrett. Swung down to 12 as Jake Easton is called for a foul. A reaching foul. 44 came into the game for number 12, and he is not on this list either. Passed out to 44, swung over to 23, swung over to James Harrell. Passed out to Tyler Conrad as he's dribbling the ball about the volleyball line. Jake Easton is pressuring him. Swung back over to James Harrell.
Nice.
Tip pass by Cale Milner. Stolen by Cale Milner. Pass to Trail, pass to Jake as Jake is walking the ball down the court. Jake just crossed the half-court line as he's dribbling to the left side of the court. Pass to Trent. Pass to Callan Miller. Passed it back to Jake Easton. 3. No. Got me there. Tip pass by number 32, James Harrow, as Trail got the tip pass. Layup by Trent Bliss, and he is fouled. 2 free throws for Trent Bliss. Hopefully he can make these 2. He made the first one. And the second one is good, as Trent now has 2 points. Timeout called.
We'll take one too. You're listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Needing or just wanting a new or pre-owned vehicle? Make Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler at 412 East Main in Fairfield your first stop. Give Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Dennis Downs, Jeff Black, Gage McGahey, or Matthew Rogers a call at 618-842-4995. Check out their Warranty Forever program, and don't forget about the great service after the sale at Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler.
Welcome back to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. We have 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter of the JV.
And JV Mules are up 6-0. It's a evenly matched up out there for height-wise.
Yeah, it is.
Except Flora's tallest guy is about 6'3", 6'4".
Him and Bliss standing there next to each other.
Bliss comes in at 6'3", so he's about 6'2", I would say. Shot by number 12 for Flora is no good. Rebound by number 40 is and layup by number 40 is good, as it is 6-2. Jake Easton is dribbling the ball down the court for the Mules now, as he's being full court pressed. They're running a full court trap right now, and Jake passed off to Callum Miller across half court, down to Trent Bliss. Layup by Trent Bliss is good, and that is 8 points, 8-2 for the Mules, JV Mules, with 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Swung over to number 44 for the Flora. Number 40, Quinn has it. Swung over to 24, Garrett. Swung back to Tyler Conrad. Swung down to Quinn. Tip pass, stolen. The ball stolen by Trail.
Oh.
Trail thought it was going to be a kick ball violation, but they didn't call it, so Kale went for it.
Man, yeah, he went sliding on that floor.
Yeah, he kicked it. That should have been a kick ball in Trail's defense. It is Flora's ball, 23. Tyler Conrad is bringing the ball up the court for the Wolves. Swung over to 12. Swung back to Tyler. Swung over to 15. Jacob wait, did I read that right? Yeah. No, swung over to Jacob. Layup by Tyler Conrad is good. Jake Easton is being full court pressed again, as it is 8-4. Fairfield JV Mules. Pass off to Trail Milner from Callum Miller. Trail Snyder. Jake Easton has the ball, top of the key. Passed off to Cale Milner. Pass intended for Trent Bliss is stolen by number 23. Tyler Conrad has it, passed off to number 12 for the Wolves. Pass down to 15 as the layup for number 15 for Flora Wolves is good.
They've closed the gap to within 2
here. It is 8-6 with 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. This is getting to be an intense game, Claire.
It is.
Kale Milner has the ball down to Trent Bliss. Layup by Trent is no good, as he is double teamed. Rebound by number 12. Swung back over to Tyler. Tyler is being trapped in the corner. It's passed off to 15. Swung back to Tyler Conrad as he is being face guarded. Number 40 passed off to Tyler Conrad. Trail Snyder got the rebound as the layup is no good for the Wolves. Kale Milner layup is no good as he missed it by a long shot. Number 12 for Flora is bringing the ball down the court. Fast break, hoping for. 3 seconds to go. Shot by number 12 is no good. Full court heave by Jake Easton is good, but it is.
They didn't count
Yeah,
it.
he
Man.
made a full court. That's going to go on a highlight reel.
Wow. The
He
crowd is
switched that.
going wild right
Yeah.
now.
No rim. He didn't touch rim at all.
Wow, that was beautiful.
That kind of makes us remind us about the Lane Tucker shot.
Yes.
But this one
I
was a
hope
lot
that
more
one got
impressive.
caught on camera. I was busy watching it and wasn't paying attention to camera work.
I think
so
it did.
I hope Grady got it all.
I think he got
The
where he chucked
smooth
it.
operator.
Believe us here, folks. He made it. It's not on camera. We have 30 seconds till the second quarter. It is 8-6 as both teams have not fouled much. Both teams have 1 foul each. Trent Bliss has 4 points for the JV Mules right now. And Tyler Conrad has 2 for the Flora Wolves. And Quinn has 2 for the Flora Wolves right now. And 15 has 2 for the Wolves.
We do have our scoreboard camera off right now. There's people standing in front of it, so we just want to apologize for that. We'll turn it back on here as soon as we get
the crowd
visual
gets
of it
sat
again.
down.
Yep. All right. There we go.
Second quarter in the JV game is coming underway as Cale Milner, Creston White, Jake Easton, Callan Miller, and Ethan McElravy are out there for the Mules. As Garrett Patridge is the only dude for Flora Wolves right now that I have the name for. Swung over to Callan Miller in the corner as he's getting double teamed. Swung back to Jake Easton. Swung over to Callan Miller. 3 by Callan Miller is no good as number 12 for Flora got the rebound. Passed off to number 15. Layup by number 15 is fouled as he is fouled. So he's going to the free throw line for 2. He may tie this game up.
These teams are going to have to work hard for a win today. That is for sure.
I hope the JV comes out on top.
I
for
know.
Fairfield.
Me too.
Kind of want to see Coach Bailey with his head shake. Number 15 for Flora Wolves made his first free throw. 1 more coming underway. Trail and Trent are checked in the game for Callan Miller and Trent Bliss. Crescent White. No, Crescent White's not there. They're checked into the game, that's all I know. He missed his second free throw. Rebound was tipped to Ethan McElravy from Crescent White. Swung back to Crescent White down court. He's double teamed. Passed off to Ethan McElravy. Passed to Jake Easton. Passed back to Crescent White in the corner. 3 by Crescent White is no good.
Rebound.
Terrell Snyder's fighting for the rebound, but could not get it. Number 15 for Flora got it. Swung over to 44. Swung over to 24. Garrett Patridge for Flora as he is being heavily guarded by Trail. Number 12 has the ball right now. Swung over to 15. Swung over to 44. Swung down to 15. Swung back to 24. Garrett. Shot by Garrett is no good. Jake Easton got the rebound. And number 12 fouled him on that rebound. 32 is checked into the game for 44 for Flora Wolves. 32 is James Harrell. And number 23 is checked in for 15 for the Flora JV Wolves too. Garrett Patridge, Tyler Conrad's back in the game. And James Harrell is. Jake Easton is dribbling the ball down the court, just past half court, swung over to Crescent White. Crescent White passed it to Jake, passed to Trent, passed to Ethan McElravy, as Ethan McElravy made that 3. So it is 11-7 ball game. Fairfield JV Mules on top. 6:30 to go in the JV game, or in the second quarter. Shot by James Harrell is no good as Terrell Snyder got the rebound, and he passed it off to Jake Easton. Jake Easton passed it to Ethan McElravy, passed to Jake Easton, passed to Terrell Snyder, passed to Jake Easton. 3-point shot by Jake Easton is no good as he hit the back of the rim. Rebound by Trent Bliss. Passed off to Ethan McElravy, passed to Jake Easton, as Ethan McElravy has the ball right now. Passed to Crescent White, passed to Trent Bliss, passed out to Jake Easton, passed over to Terrell Snyder. Jake Easton received the ball now. Ethan McElravy swung back over to Crescent. As the Mules are just taking their time right now as they have a 4-point lead. Time is on their side right now. Passing the ball around until they get an open shot. They have no time, no hurried rush. 3-point shot by Ethan McElravy is good. And that is 2 threes by Ethan McElravy within a minute. 8 points for Ethan in this game so far. Travel by number 24 for Flora as it is Fairfield ball. Number 40's checked in the game for Flora for 33. Charles Snyder inbounded the ball to Jake Easton. Jake Easton handed the ball off to Ethan, back to Jake Easton, back over to Trent Bliss. Passed off to Crescent White. As Crescent passed to Ethan, Ethan is being double teamed right now as he has 8 points, 2 threes quickly for the Mules. Pass to Trent, pass to Ethan, as Ethan is hesitant about taking that deep 3. Passed off to Jake Easton from Ethan McElravy. Screen by Trent Bliss. Over to Trail Snyder. Passed over to Ethan McElravy as Trail sets a screen and rolls. Trent Bliss got the ball and passed it to Trail. Pass to Jake. Pass to Ethan. Screen by Trent Bliss as Ethan is taking it down low. Passed off to Crescent White. Passed over to Trail as he is shoved to the ground. Layup by Trent Bliss is good. And that is 6 points for Trent Bliss in this game so far. It's 16-7, Fairfield JV Mules. Trail is guarding Garrett Patridge right now. Swung over to 40, swung over to 32, swung back over to Tyler. Jake Easton got the steal, and he fouled as he was going for the ball. He fouled number 12. It is Flora's ball. Callan Miller is checked into the game for Jake Easton. Tyler Conrad is dribbling the ball across the court. Passed over to Garrett Patridge. Passed number 40, but rolled over to 32. 32 is calling for a backdoor cut, but Tyler is not taking that backdoor cut as he's passed back to Tyler. Number 12 is being heavily guarded. Trent Bliss got knocked to the ground as Crescent White stole the ball.
Oh.
Tyler Conrad stole the ball and had too much momentum to stop, so he got a backcourt violation right there. Mules got saved right there. Trail is inbounding the ball to Callan Miller for the JV Mules. Pass to Crescent White real quick. Passed it down to Trent Bliss about the free throw line. Trent passed off to Ethan. Ethan is being heavily guarded as he is fouled. Dribbling the ball by number 32, James Harrell. Ethan's passed it off to Callan Miller now as Callan is dribbling across half court. Tyler Conrad is guarding him. Trail Snyder received the ball now. Pass back to Ethan McElravy as Ethan takes it down low. Layup by Ethan, or shot by Ethan, is blocked by number 32, James Harrell, and that is his first block of the game. Swung over to 24 as 24 takes it baseline, passes out to 12. 3-point shot by 12 is no good as he hit the front of the side of the rim. Fast break by Trail. Passed off to Ethan McElravy. 3 by Ethan McElravy is no good. Rebound by Trent Bliss, or Ethan McElravy. As number 23, Tyler Conrad, hurt himself. And Ethan is trying to check on him, but they're telling him to continue playing. Tyler cannot stand up and is limping as the rest will not call an injury. Ethan is not want to.
This is crazy.
I mean, he cannot get off the ground. They should
God
have
love
called it.
him. All right, we're gonna take a timeout as well.
Coach Bailey.
You're watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
TTT Designs, a passion for printing. With the work hard, play hard mentality, TTT Designs is your one-stop shop for custom gear. From t-shirts to car wraps and signs to flyers, TTT Designs has you covered. Located at Westport Plaza in Fairfield, open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or shop online 24/7 at tttdesigns.com.
And we are back after that medical timeout.
I sure hope he's okay.
Yeah.
That did not look good.
Sarah Turner is checking on him right now.
God love our ATs. I'm so thankful for them, and especially for Sarah, who helps our kids out so much.
Yeah. It is Mules' ball at the half-court line. Callan Miller passed it into Crescent White as they're being face guarded. Number 44 came into the game for Tyler. Passed off to Trail, passed off to Ethan McElravy, passed off to Callan Miller. Swung back over to Trent Bliss. Swung to Ethan McElravy. Screen by Trent is good. Crescent is taking it to the paint. Shot by Crescent is good, as that is his second basket of the game. He has 4 points.
Mules leading 18-7.
It's maybe a blowout. Tip pass by Crescent White, almost stolen. Crescent White fouled number 12 as he was driving to the basket. That is Crescent's second foul of the game. Kale Milner is checked into the game for Latrell Snyder. No, Crescent White, sorry. Crescent White is taking a seat as he has 2 fouls. Flora Wolves are inbounding the ball under their own basket. Pass off to 12 in the corner. Shot by number 12 is no good as Terrell Snyder rebounded the ball for the Mules. He is dribbling the ball down the court. Passed off to Ethan McElravy. Passed down to Trent Bliss. Shot by Trent Bliss is no good as number 40 for Flora Wolves. Quinn rebounded it. Number 15 for Flora, passed off to 44, passed off to 12. As 12 is being guarded by Kale Milner. Number 44 passed the ball off to number 15. Trail Snyder got a steal.
Couldn't
they're
get a
fighting
hold
for the
of
ball.
it.
Jump ball. Flora's ball as they got the jump ball.
I like that hustle, though.
Yeah. It's kind of waiting to his lap right there as they were switching off players. Passed over to number 12, passed back to 15 for Flora, passed over to 25, passed over to 44. As number 15 took the layup, and it is good. Flora now has 9 points as there's 44 seconds to go in the half of the JV game. Passed off to Kel Milner, passed off to Ethan McElravy. Passed over to Brendan Boyd as he's checked into the game. Passed off to Ethan, and Ethan is calling one shot as he is being face guarded. And there's a 5-second call starting. Ethan got the 5-second call. Oh, no. They called a foul on number 15. Callan Miller checked the ball and passed a trail. A little bit of confusion right there.
Yeah, wasn't sure what was happening.
Ethan passed off to Brendan Boyd, passed off to Kale Milner, passed off to Callan Miller, passed off to Ethan McElravy as they were trying to get one last shot here before the first half ends. Passed off to Ethan McElravy
Just can't
as
get
Ethan
open.
is going to have to take the final shot.
Oh,
It is no good.
It looked
As
good.
we are going to take a break, and we will be back with you guys shortly.
CSI Insurance Brokers, providing affordable rates on quality insurance. CSI Insurance Brokers is located at 108 West Main in downtown Fairfield, providing business insurance, personal insurance, farm insurance, and employee benefits. Call them today for a free quote, 618-842-2193. Or check out their website, csiinsurancebrokers.com.
Cornerstone Community Church at 109 South 1st Street in Fairfield wants to wish the Mules good luck. Pastor Melissa Garrison and the congregation at Cornerstone Community Church also want to invite you to worship with them every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. And make sure to check out their Facebook page for upcoming events. That's Cornerstone Community Church, 109 South 1st Street in Fairfield, proud supporters of Mule Nation and the Fairfield Mules.
Christina Copeland Country Financial has a new location, now located at 920 Commerce Drive, Suite 1 in Fairfield. Christina Copeland Country Financial offers a wide variety of insurance policies, including life, home, auto, commercial, and farm insurance. Christina Copeland Country Financial is open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 4:30, and Friday, 8:30 to 1:30, or by appointment. Book your appointment now for your free quote using the QR code shown here.
Join the Wayne County Farm Bureau as they travel to see John Michael Montgomery live in concert at the Effingham Performance Center Friday, March 24th. Your ticket includes entry into the show, dinner at Niemerg Steakhouse, and your seat on a chartered bus. Tickets are $100 for Wayne County Farm Bureau members and $130 for non-members. Contact the Wayne County Farm Bureau at 618-842-3342 to reserve your seat. The Wayne County Farm Bureau, a membership that means something.
Welcome back to the Mule Barn here. We're at halftime of the JV game. About 7.5 minutes left in halftime of the JV game. Currently, FCHS is up 18-9. And we are excited for senior night here tonight at the Mule Barn. If you guys can make it up, come on up. It's a good crowd here tonight. On both sides. Flora traveled really well, and there's a lot of Fairfield fans here, and we thank you for joining us here on Mule Nation. Just wanted to kind of come back on and chat about the game so far. What are your takeaways so far, Anthony?
Fairfield is moving the ball really good for the JV game right now.
They are. They want that win.
Yes.
They want to shave that head, don't they?
And they're rebounding good. They're playing defense good, limiting the shots. Yeah. Varsity game will be interesting tonight. Maybe we'll get to see Jay Snyder back on the court a little bit tonight, hopefully.
Yeah, he's got his basketball shorts on.
Yeah, he has his uniform on.
Double D says he's just kind of shooting around, but you never know. So
it may be like the Jeffrey Zerlini, a couple years ago, how Jeffrey got it in on senior night when he was a senior, and he had this recovering from ACL injury too.
Yeah.
They may let him in for a few minutes like they did Jeffrey.
I think Kate Book as well, right?
Yeah,
on her senior night, did she do the jump ball or no?
I wasn't here for that,
Okay.
but I heard she got in some.
Yeah, I think she got to play a little bit.
Yeah.
That was nice for sure. But what else we got? So we got senior night. We got T-shirts to give away tonight.
Yeah.
Tax time. Janelle Monroe with Tax Time. She graciously donated.
The last batch of shirts.
Yeah, 100 T-shirts, and we're down to the last batch. I divided them up into three piles, and we brought a third of them on wrestling senior night, and a third on girls basketball senior night, and then the final third is tonight on boys basketball senior night. So we want to say thank you to Janelle Monroe at Tax Time. If you're looking for someone to do your taxes for you, she is a great person to go to. She has a Facebook page, Tax Time, and she's located just out west of town, just past the airport. So a quick drive, private. I love going to her. Affordable, quick, all the good things. So check out Janelle Monroe, check out Tax Time, and tell her thanks for the Mule Nation swag. I need to run home, too. I forgot to bring the rest of the foam fingers. I was going to bring more foam fingers tonight. We got to have all the spirit, school
and make
spirit.
sure you tell her Claire sent you, too.
Yeah, make sure you tell her Claire sent you, and show her Mule Nation sponsorship really works.
Let's talk a little bit about the upcoming schedule for the rest of the week.
All right, so
we have senior night against Flora as one of their last Black Diamond Conference matchups.
Tonight.
And then we have Friday night at Carmi. If y'all aren't doing anything Friday, you guys should make a little short trip down to Carmi.
Eat some tequilas before the
Yeah.
game or after the game. Yeah,
Yeah, go down there,
Carmi's a good one.
support the Mules as they take on Carmi. As they're a tough team this year, just like Flora and El Dorado. They were tough.
That was one of our biggest rivalries when I was in
Yes.
school back in the day.
We've been, like football, the rivalry's been around for like 100-something years, I heard, too.
Yeah,
Basketball's the same way.
longest standing rivalry. So,
In Southern Illinois.
yep,
It's like one of the 4 longest rivalries in Illinois right
that's
now.
awesome. Well, and
Yep.
then Saturday, Friday we'll be in Carmi. Saturday we'll be back
Yeah,
here.
we're opening up regional play against Marshall.
Regionals.
We're hosting Marshall for first round of regionals at 2 p.m. I believe
I think so.
here.
Mule or Marshalls? What's their mascot?
Marshall?
Yeah,
The Lions.
the Lions.
Be Marshall
Lions. Oh, is 1 and 22?
122 overall. Look this morning.
Wow.
They're 1 and 22.
One win of the season. Wow.
Do you know who their 1 wins against?
Do you know who their 1 wins against, Double D? You have to look, yeah. We're not sure, but wow, that's crazy. I was thinking
Anything
Marshall had a pretty good team, but
Yeah, anything can happen when it's regional play though. Like I remember,
right.
my grandpa told me back about years and years ago, Fairfield had not a very good season. They had maybe 4 or 5 wins, and then they went into regionals and started making their
Winning.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. A lot of times,
And they play a tough schedule too. Marshall does.
yeah, and the beginning of the season, like we talked about, the Mules were that way. It was,
Yeah.
kind of
It
a
was
rough
looking iffy.
start, and
Yeah.
then
After
they
the
just,
El Dorado tournament, we turned things around.
yeah, they've just gotten
Yeah.
better and better all season long.
Yeah, ever
and-
since that consolation championship against Hamco, I've seen a lot of improvement.
Yep,
That game really flipped the switch, I think.
I think so too. So.
And then if we win that, the winner of that game will play Lawrenceville the following Tuesday, I believe, at Lawrenceville. Bob Ellis said Kate Book did do the jump ball.
I was right. Listen, I have no memory these days, so thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob Ellis, for reminding me. But I didn't want to sound too confident because I'm like, did I dream that? I mean, it could have been true. So, well, I'm glad she got to do the jump and she got some senior night play because
Yeah.
I know that wasn't her vision for her senior
No.
season at all. But
And
thank
then-
you all again for joining us here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Knock on wood, I don't think we've had any streaming issues yet tonight. So I want to celebrate that. I do want to take a second as well and just say that, Mark was supposed to be here tonight, Mark Turner. His wife is having some health issues. So
Keep
if
them in your
praying
prayers.
is your thing, please keep them in your prayers. Keep Tina. We're sure thinking about her and Mark and wish the best for them, a quick, speedy recovery.
Hopefully Mark could be back Friday night.
Yep, we're
We're
hoping, but definitely Tina and her health come first. So thinking of you, Mark, praying for you, Tina. I also, I live out on the East Highway, and tonight there was a horrible wreck right about the time I was getting ready to head this way, and I'm not sure who was involved, but I do want to just send up prayers and ask you to do the same for all the people involved in that and their families. Wouldn't wish that on anyone. So
And then after basketball season's over, we have a short break before we start streaming baseball and softball, I believe.
yep, baseball and softball
Yeah,
is
so-
up next, and
In the next few
Yeah.
weeks, just keep an eye out. Claire or somebody or Mark or somebody will have the schedules out.
yep, I've been working on it. How your days go sometimes.
Yeah.
It keeps getting moved to the next day, but we
So-
should have that out in the next week or so, so you can know what games we're going to be
Yeah,
broadcasting.
so don't worry, you'll get to see more of us in the spring.
Yeah.
Third quarter action underway as it's 18-9 Fairfield on top. And Jake Easton is dribbling the ball top of the key for the Mules. Drive by Jake Easton is good and one as number 24 fouled him as he went up. 20-9 Fairfield.
I just saw a little baby walking in, and the crowd was clapping, so the baby started clapping too. He's like, "Are you clapping for me?"
The free throw by Jake Easton is good as it is an 11-point game for the Mules right now. Number 12 for Flora is Passed off to number 15, passed to 32, passed off to 12, passed down to 24, passed back to 12.
Oh.
Passed back 32, three-point shot by number 32 is no good as Crescent White got the rebound over Garrett Patridge, I believe. Yes. Pass from Crescent White to Ethan McElravy is stolen by James Harrell as he has swung the ball down the court to 15, out to 12. Shot by 12 is no good as he is fouled by Crescent White. As that is his third foul of the game. Going to the free throw line for 2. Number 12 made his first free throw attempt. The second free throw tip is no good as it is rebounded by Jake Easton. Passed off to Callan Miller. Passed back to Ethan McElravy. 3 on the top of the key by Ethan McElravy is good. And he is having a game, Claire. 11 points already out of the 24. 24-10, Mules on top, third quarter, 6:45 to go. As number 12 for Flora JV has it. Pass back to 40. Pass to Garrett. Guarded by Trail. Pass down to number 15 as he's guarded by number 5, Callan Miller. Number 24, Garrett, has the ball. Passed it off to 15 as he's being double teamed and stepped out of bounds as Trent and Callan Miller pressured that on the baseline. Jake Easton dribbled the ball, crossed half court, over to Ethan, over to Trell Snyder in the corner, over to Trent Bliss on the wing. Trent tried to keep his steps, but took one too many. As
It's
it
hard
is
to get
Flora's
those feet
ball.
stopped sometimes.
It just had too much momentum.
Yep.
Number 12 for Flora is taking the ball down the court as he's guarded by Jake Easton. Passed over to 15, passed over to 24. Layup by number 12 is good as Jake Easton tried to go for the steal and could not get it. 24-12, Fairfield JV is winning right now. Pass to Trent Bliss, passed over to Trell Snyder.
Oh.
Number 15 stole the ball that was intended for Ethan McElravy as he made the layup. So it is 24-14. Fairfield just needs to slow the game down, Claire, right now. They have a 10-point lead. They don't need to rush anything.
I agree.
Jake Easton is being face guarded by Garrett Patridge as the layup by Jake Easton is good. And that is his 5th point of the night for in the JV game.
Nice shot, Jake.
Number 12 passed the ball to 40 off the top of the key. Pass to 24, Garrett Patridge. Passed over to 12 as he starts to drive to the lane. Passed over to 44. Passed to Garrett. Passed down to 15 as he's being face guarded by Callan Miller. Nowhere to go. Oh, he found number 40 open enough. Number 12 passed off to 44. Shot by number 44 from the wing is good as it is 16-26. 4:44 to go in the third quarter. This has been a good game. You know it's going to be a good varsity game, and the JV's going back and forth.
Right.
3 by Jake Easton is no good as he hit the side of the rim, or back of the rim. Rebound by number 12 as 12 dribbles the ball down the court. Almost loses his ball control. Pass to 40. Ball stolen by Trail, and Jake picks up the loose ball. Passed over to Ethan McElravy as Ethan struggles for that pass. Ethan McElravy stole the ball for 12 and misses his layup.
Dang.
Ethan is frustrated right now.
Yep.
Pass down to 44 as 44 made the layup that was lately contested. 26-18, 3:50 to go in the third quarter for the JV game as 22 for the Mules. Ethan McRevy has 11 points. He's the leading scorer for the JV right now. Pass over to Callan Miller. Pass over to Trent Bliss. Passed off to Jake Easton. Jake Easton drives to the paint. Layup by Jake Easton is good as he has 7 points now in this ball game. 5 of these points are just in the third quarter, Claire.
That's
timeout.
Amazing. We got someone hurt.
Oh, number 40 for Flora. It looks like he has a bloody nose. So it is a medical timeout right now. As number 42 is checked into the game, as number 40 for Flora goes and gets that cleaned up. I'll
All right, we're going to go ahead and
take a timeout.
Yep, you're listening to Mule Nation powered by RJ Marketing.
Raylan James Marketing. Marketing done your way. No matter how small your business is, we're here to help with everything from social media management to search engine optimization. Needing a website or business cards? A flyer for your upcoming event? We do that too. Hometown people helping out our hometown businesses. Contact us today at 618-315-3611 or email claire@raylanjames.com to see how we can help your business grow. Go Mules!
Wabash General Hospital is now accepting new patients of all ages at the Albion Medical Clinic. Call 618-445-8170 to schedule your appointment for any number of services, including primary care, orthopedic and sports medicine, lab draw, and diagnostic imaging. Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love.
And as we're waiting for them to clean up, Derek Dunn has looked up Marshall's wins, and the only teams they have beat are 2, and that is Martinsville, I believe he said, and Oblong.
Yep. And that is who we're playing. Backtrack. That's who we're playing on Saturday and the first round of regionals. Yep.
Hopefully we can send them home and make a trip up next Tuesday to Lawrenceville to watch that game.
Yeah.
Yep. We get the old lucky Lawrenceville Indians this year again, hopefully. Number 12 for Flora has the ball. Pass to 44. 44 for Flora. Tried to pass it off to 12, but 12 was not reading that right and ran out of the way. As it is Mules ball, 28-18, 3:05 to go in the third quarter. Jake Easton passes it off to Callan Miller. Passes off to Jake Easton. Passed off to Callan Miller. Passed to Trell Snyder. Passed over to Jake Easton. Passed over to Ethan McRevy. 3 by Ethan McRevy is good. No good as it went in and out. Rebound by Trell Snyder. Passed off to Jake Easton as they're. Oh, Ethan McRevy is open again. If he goes to that outside corner, he'd be open. He's open too. Oh. Passed off to Ethan. Passed off to Callan. Passed off to Jake. Passed off to Ethan. Passed off to Callan Miller. Passed off to Jake Easton. Passed off to Trell Snyder. As they're just trying to run clock off, I think, here, Claire.
Yep.
Passed off to Jake Easton. Passed back to Ethan. Passed back to Callan. Passed back to Ethan. Passed down to Trent Bliss. As the ball is tipped and passed to Trail. Passed to Callan. Passed over to Ethan in the corner. Passed down to Trent Bliss. Shot by Trent Bliss is no good and rebounded by Trent Bliss. Jake Easton with the floater is no good as Trent Bliss was fighting for the rebound, and 44 for Flora got the rebound. Number 25 for Flora has the ball right now. Number 15 has the ball. As Fairfield is pressuring them, and Flora does not know what to do right now. Fairfield's defense, JV defense, has been on locks this year, Claire. It's going to be an interesting next 2 to 3 years. for the Mules.
Definitely.
Shot by number 42 is no good. Rebounded by Jake Easton as he's going to take his time getting down the court. Jake Easton passed the ball to Callan Miller as it is a kicked ball violation when he passed it. Fairfield ball. Kale Milner is in the game for Ethan McAravey, and number 10 and 32 are back in the game for Flora. For 15, for number 15 and 12. Jake Easton passed it off to Callan Miller. Pass down to Trent Bliss as it is a tipped. Rebound, or tip pass goes to 25 for Flora. Number 10 now has it. Malachi Tolliver. No, that's the wrong number 10. Never mind. 44 for Flora, JV has it. Number 10 for Flora, JV has it. As they called a 3-second violation on Flora. No. They called a travel for Flora. Couldn't really see it because of these balloons. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter as the Mules look like they're going for one shot. The Mule Barn is getting loud right now, Claire.
It is. I love to hear it.
.5 seconds to go. Passed off to Kale. Passed in the corner to Callan Miller. Pass back to Kale. Pass back to Callan Miller. Pass down to Trail Snyder. 2 seconds to go. 3-point shot by Jake Easton is no good as he barely missed it. We'll have some fourth quarter action underway after these commercials.
Walters Buildings, family owned since 1958. Walters Buildings offers high quality buildings at an affordable price. Commercial, residential, equestrian, agricultural, and storage buildings. When you decide to build with Walters, you are deciding to build with confidence. Contact us today at 618-842-2642 and let us quote the building of your dreams. Located at 558 US 45 in Fairfield, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City is the place to go for sofas, love seats, recliners, lift chairs, dining sets, bedroom sets, and mattresses. Take a rest test on one of their 20 mattress displays and then check out their 5 large showrooms full of brands like Catnapper, Ashley, Serta, iComfort, Benchcraft, and Inglederm. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and Saturday 9 to 5. See them online at BoydFern.com and Facebook or call 895-3000. Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, family owned for more than 15 years in Wayne City.
And me and Claire are giving you your fourth quarter JV game action as it is 28-18. Fairfield JV Mules are winning this with 8 minutes to go in the JV game.
You know, a 10-point gap, but it seems close.
It can go away in seconds. It can be,
yeah. They got to keep their defense up and keep this lead.
12. Swung over to 40 at top of the key. Swung over to 32 on the wing. Swung over to number 12 on top of the key as Trail Snyder almost stole it. Layup by number 12 for Flora is no good as Trent Bliss got the rebound. Pass over to Trail Snyder. Pass over to Callan Miller. Pass over to Crescent White. Layup by Crescent White is no good as Trent Bliss got the rebound, though. Shot by Trent Bliss is no good as he is fouled. Oh, a little information on Peyton Allen coming up this week as he's wrestling his senior year for state this weekend. Thursday he starts wrestling at noon, in case you guys were wondering. And depending on if he wins or loses, he'll wrestle. If he wins, he'll wrestle that later that night at approximately 7 p.m.
Good luck to Peyton.
Mm-hmm. And then Friday, he'll hopefully get a wrestle again.
See 1 for 2 from the charity stripe there.
Yeah, 29-18 Mules, as it is a foul on Kel Milner as number 40 drives for the ball. Drives for the lane.
He's bleeding out too.
Kel Milner cut his lip or something.
Maybe. Lost a tooth? I'm not sure, but man, there sure is a lot of blood in this game. Oh no, are we at a wrestling match or what? It's getting awfully physical. Looks like
He cut his lip.
Sarah's checking him out down there, so he's in good hands.
First free throw by number 40 is good. He has one more, 29-19. Second free throw is good. Number 40 as they are putting subs in. Coach's time or ref's timeout, it looks like.
All right, we'll take 1, 2. You're listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Need a place to hold indoor practices, athletic training, or a birthday party? Give Carter Trucking a call at 618-842-2022 and ask about availabilities at the Carter Sports Academy on Williamson Drive in Fairfield. Need any type of excavating work done? Carter Trucking can help you out. You can also get your rock, dirt, sand, or gravel at Carter Trucking. Plus, ask about bulk mulch, decorative landscaping rock, and asphalt patch. Jeremy and Nikki and the crew at Carter Trucking in Fairfield say go Mules.
7 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the game. 29-20. Mules are up as in Mules ball as Flora is full court pressuring. Ethan McElravy passed it off to Trent Bliss as he almost loses it. Passed off to Jake Easton as that is another risky pass. Pass off to Ethan McElravy. Pass to Trent Bliss. Pass over to Crescent White as Crescent dribbles it at top of the key and is being double teamed. Pass to Ethan McElravy. Pass down to Trell Snyder. Pass to Trent Bliss. Layup by Trent Bliss is good as it is a 31-20 ball game. With 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of the JV game. Number 40 for JV, Flora takes the layup up, and basket is no good as he falls down. Ethan tips the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. Pass over to number 12 for Flora, and the three-point shot by him is good. 31-23, 6:12 to go in the game. As Flora is full court pressing, hoping to get this lead down, this deficit down. Pass over to Ethan, pass it off to Trent, pass off to Jake, pass back to Ethan, pass to Trent, pass to Crescent White. Pass to Ethan, pass to Jake Easton. As Jake Easton is fouled and falls as he goes to drive. That is number 32, James Harrell's first foul of the game. 5:53 to go in the fourth quarter. And this has not been a very rough game, or a lot of fouls have been called, Claire, either.
Yeah, it's been very physical, but not a lot of fouls. So it doesn't quite make sense, but
it's been physical, but not too physical, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pass to Trent Bliss. Pass to Trail. Pass intended for Trail was tipped by number 24. Shot by number 12 is no good for Flora as Jake Easton got the rebound. Trying to slow things down and just take their time here. They have 5 minutes to go and is up 31-23. Pass from Crescent White to Trent Bliss is stolen. Shot by number 32 is no good as Crescent White got the ball. And they are taking things slow. It may be a slow 4.5 minutes, Claire. Pass to Trail, layup by Trail Snyder is good as he now has his first basket of the game. Flora just threw the ball away as they tried to get a full court heave down there. 33-23, 4:44 to go in the fourth quarter. And this Flora defense is starting to step up some. Pass to Trail. Pass to Trent Bliss as Pass to Ethan McElravy. Pass to Jake Easton. Over to Trill Snyder. Pass from Trill to intended to Crescent White is stolen by number 15 for Flora's JV. Number 12 passed it off to number 40 now. Number 24, Garrett, is going to try to drive down there. And Jake Easton is called on a blocking foul as Garrett Patridge drove to the basket. And that is the third foul for the – oh, that is Jake Easton's fourth foul of the game as he has 7 points. He may take a seat in a minute. But we don't know. There's only 4 minutes to go. Each team right now has 3 fouls in this quarter, this half.
Reach. Called
on Trent Bliss as Flora is inbounding the ball into their own basket. Passed out top of the key to 15, swung over to 12. Swung over to 15 again. Swung over to 12 again. Swung over to 40. No, 44.
44.
My bad. Swung over to Garrett. Swung over to 12. Swung back to Garrett. As Garrett is getting double teamed. Almost stolen away. Shot by number 15 is no good as Crescent White gets to rebound. As it is 3:42 to go in the quarter and 33-23 Mules. As Jake Easton and the JV Mules are just trying to wear clock out to hoping to bring this game home. Jake Easton swings it out to Crescent White. Ethan McElravy swings it out to Jake Easton. As Jake is looking for somebody to pass to and passes it to Trent Bliss. Trent Bliss loses control of the ball, and number 12 missed his fast break layup and hurt his calf, it looks like, or quad. He is in pain, so we are going to take another break, Claire, right? We can just talk about the upcoming.
Chat.
We can just talk about the upcoming wrestling for Peyton some more. So if you see Peyton Allen or his parents or have him on social medias or something,
I saw.
just shoot him a text and say, tell
on
him good luck.
Facebook or Twitter a picture of him and the old. I don't mean this in a bad way. The old wrestling legend, Chris Jordan.
Down at sectionals, Chris Jordan actually got a.
He was reffing,
he was reffing down there. I think he got a ref one of Peyton's matches.
That's awesome. Yeah, I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, the 2 all-time leading wrestlers right now.
Yeah, yep. I thought that was great to see, and we sure wish Peyton luck.
Yeah, Peyton has a record of 47-1 as he lost a tough match to a Cahokia kid. That is really good down there.
He was like was he like a freshman or a sophomore?
The Cahokia kid's a sophomore.
But he's just massive.
He has offers for football.
Wow.
Too. He's a strong guy, that Cahokia dude is. And Peyton beat him over there at Carbondale earlier this year, too.
He had beat him before?
Yeah, it was a intense match.
Yeah.
Peyton won by an escape.
They're pretty evenly matched, then, I'd say, if we're, 1-1.
Yeah, they're both super strong and everything and know how to wrestle. Just Peyton got caught slacking a little bit. He got put on his back for a minute.
It happens sometimes. Yeah. All right, back to JV action here. 2 minutes, 44 seconds left.
As the Mules are winning 33-23. Shot by number 25 for Flora JV's no good. As Trent Bliss and Trill share the rebound, I'll say. Passed off to Jake Easton. Jake Easton drives. Layup by Jake is no good as he was expecting a foul, but there's no foul called. Ethan McElravy is heavily guarding 25 as 32 throws it over to 15. Jake Easton, fast break layup is good. And that is 35-23 Mules. 2:08 to go in the fourth quarter. And that is Jake's ninth point of the game.
I hear you, but here's what I need to do. I need to count down from 10 to 0.
Number 15 for Flora takes a layup, and it is good, as it is a timeout called for Flora. Full timeout, as we're going to take one here, too.
See Pollard Realty in Fairfield for all your real estate needs. With more than 110 years of combined experience, managing broker Linda Tucker and brokers Amy Hooper, Amy Pollard, Ethan Kaiser, Julie Shreve, and Rod Vaughn can help you through the process of buying or selling land or residential or commercial property in Wayne and surrounding counties. Check out their website at pollard-realty.com and then schedule an appointment at 618-599-7765. At Potts Family Pharmacy in Fairfield, Stephen and Tiffany say you're not just a customer, but a part of their family. Open 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday right next to Save-A-Lot in Fairfield. They feature a full line of over-the-counter products like high-potency orthomolecular vitamins. Plus, Stephen says those specially compounded pain creams are back at Potts Family Pharmacy in Fairfield right next to Save-A-Lot.
Oh, my fault.
Welcome back to the Mule Barn.
As there is a minute 48 to go in the fourth quarter of the JV, and the Mules have a 10-point lead as it is going back and forth from 8 to 10 right now, 35 to 25. Mules ball under Flora's basket as Flora is full court pressing, hoping to get something. They are trying everything to run the scoreboard up on Fairfield real quick. Angela Hudson said, good luck, Peyton Allen. Peggy Snyder said, let's go Mules, with some celebration emojis. Layup Jake Easton drives to the basket, and the layup is good as it is a minute 20, 37-25, as Flora is running the ball down the court trying to get some baskets. 42 for Flora, passes off to number 15. As 15 drives, layup is no good. Crescent White gets the rebound as the Mules are trying to slow things down here. They may hold for one shot, Claire. Timeout called.
Looks like just a 30-second timeout here, so
Yeah.
we'll stay on here. But yeah, if you're watching the stream, be sure to leave us a comment. Thank you to Angela and Peggy and Bob for chiming in. Let us know where you're watching from tonight. Got 58 seconds left in the JV game, and then we'll lead into senior night activities, followed by varsity action. The Mules take on the Flora Wolves.
Fairfield ball, 50 seconds to go. 37-25 as Ethan has the ball at the top of the key. Swung over to Kale Milner. Swung over to Brendan Boyd as he's checked into the game. As Brendan drives to the basket, layup is no good, sadly. Oh, that looked like it was going to be good from here.
Wide open, 3 points.
Three-point shot by 25 is good. 28-37 as the Mules, I think, are going to take this as their 17th win of the JV season. 37-28, 12 seconds to go. They may try to get Brendan Boyd a basket real quick.
Come on. No
Brendan
shot.
Boyd. And your final score for the JV game is 37-28 as Jake Easton and Crescent White have 11 points respectively. Number 3, Trent Bliss, has 9, and number 4, Terrell Snyder, has 2. And the leading scorer for Flora, I think, was 9 points by number 23 before he got injured.
Sure hope he's okay.
Yeah. Angela Vaughn said, curled up safe and dry and warm at home. Go Mules.
My mother-in-law, thanks for tuning in, Nammy. I'm kind of jealous. I'm not going to lie.
We are getting ready to do senior recognition.
Yep, we'll keep it here. And
as our seniors are Nick, Nick Easton, Eric Rogers, and Luke Duckworth.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to recognize our seniors. First, we'll start with the band. Connor Atterbury, son of Krista Atterbury and Stephen Atterbury. Joshua Bassnett, son of Aaron and Molly Bassnett, Crystal Bassnett, and Jason Pierce. Aiden Whitfield. He is the son of Dean and Cheryl Whitfield. We also have two other seniors that are able to be here this evening, Walker Clevenger and Mackenzie Smith. Now our two cheerleading seniors. First we have Chelsea Cuff. She's the daughter of Ian and Scott Cuff. Aliyah Taylor. She's the daughter of Eli and Jamie Taylor. Also, folks, make sure you stick around during halftime. The cheerleaders are doing a special performance. Now for the boys basketball seniors. First, we have Luke Duckworth. He is the son of Brian Duckworth and Amy Duckworth. Nick Easton. He is the son of Jason and Nikki Easton. Eric Rogers. He is the son of Andy and Kim Rogers. Thank you very much, seniors, for all your dedication to the school and to your activities. We wish you well. Thank you very much.
Have you ever wondered if you're on track for retirement, how much you'll need, or when you'll be able to retire? The team at F&B Asset Management is here to help answer these difficult questions. Their comprehensive retirement planning services help you plan through the entire retirement process, from planning, education, and guidance to 401k rollovers and IRA transfers. F&B Asset Management can help you plan today so you are able to enjoy your retirement when the time comes. Call 842-2109 or visit today. F&B Asset Management.
See Christy and the girls at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield and get the customer service you deserve. Carrying boutique brand clothing for all ages and styles, including multiples, Charlie B, Tribal, Jess and Jane, and so much more. Carnaby Square also carries the full line of Brighton accessories, including jewelry, watches, purses, and wallets. Did you know Carnaby Square also carries men's belts and wallets? Stop in today, new arrivals daily, at Carnaby Square, your fashion leader in downtown Fairfield.
Looking for something comfy to watch Mule sports on Mule Nation? Rush Appliance and Furniture in Fairfield has got you covered with a huge selection of Lazy Boy recliners, love seats, and couches. There's also mattresses, bed frames, bedroom suites, dining sets, appliances, and more. Plus, you'll get world-class customer service at Rush Appliance and Furniture in Fairfield. That's Rush Appliance and Furniture at 118 West Main. Call 618-842-4096. You looking for hydraulic hoses, structural steel, or a specific fitting or connection? Eagle Supply at 1108 South 1st Street in Fairfield is who you need to see. Eagle Supply has hoses for any type of industrial or ag use, steel in any size, shape, or length, and fittings and connections for all industrial or ag applications. Plus, they've got the largest selection of V-belts in the country. That's Eagle Supply in Fairfield. They're open 7:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, or anytime by phone at 842-3737. It's time for Mules basketball on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Today's action is brought to you by Black's Flowers and Gifts, Boyd Furniture and Mattress, Carnaby Square, Carter Trucking, Christina Copeland Country Financial, Cornerstone Community Church, the Conard Financial Group, CSI Insurance Brokers, DiMaggio's Pizza and Pasta, Eagle Supply, the Fairfield Banking Company, Fairfield Elks Lodge, FNB, La Fuente Mexican Restaurant, Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler, People's National Bank, Pollard Realty, Potts Family Pharmacy, Raylan James Marketing, Rush Appliance and Furniture, TTT Designs, Wabash General Hospital, Walters Buildings, and the Wayne County Farm Bureau. Now let's head courtside for pregame information.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mule Barn as we have boys high school basketball for you on this Tuesday night. Happy Valentine's Day to you, by the way. Roses and chocolate, hearts, and we got Murdoch the Mule out there in front of the stage, in front of the band. I'm Derek Dunn here. Alongside with me is Anthony Ukina. Claire Vaughn was here. She'll be returning. Also got Grady Simpson manning the camera here for us. It's the 11 and 17 overall, 3 and 5 in the BDC East. Fairfield Mules taking on the 16 and 13, 6 and 3 Flora Wolves. This is a conference game here tonight, and the Black Diamond Conference East. Fairfield taking on Flora. Already a couple of finals from earlier in the freshman game. It was a Flora over Fairfield 39-30, and in JV it was Fairfield over Flora 37-28. I do have the stats over the JV game. Jake Easton and Ethan McElravy 11 points apiece and 9 for Trent Bliss. And Anthony, JV Mules are still undefeated of the season.
Yep, 17-0.
17-0, and they got Carmine this Friday, which would be their last JV game of the regular season. So the JV Mules looking to complete the season undefeated. And I tell you what, we've seen some good basketball here so far, both games tonight.
And if the JV boys win the Carmine JV game, JV head coach Coach Bailey has to get his head shaved by the JV team.
Yeah, I saw Coach Bailey earlier, as well as Joe Rogers down there. And the senior recognition, senior night had that senior recognition between JV and Varsity. And Anthony, this is a big night here for the Mules. And you look at the Lady Mules, for example, last week against El Dorado, beat El Dorado here at home on their senior night. And you want to see the boys do the same thing, because this is an El Dorado team you faced real early in the season. We'll have some pregame information, tell you about how Fairfield is doing as of late. Mules are coming off of a nice road win over the weekend. Flora, they've been struggling a little bit. I'll tell you the details on that here, coming up here on a Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Have you ever wondered if you're on track for retirement, how much you'll need, or when you'll be able to retire? The team at FMB Asset Management is here to help answer these difficult questions. Their comprehensive retirement planning services help you plan through the entire retirement process, from planning, education, and guidance to 401k rollovers and IRA transfers. FMB Asset Management can help you plan today so you are able to enjoy your retirement when the time comes. Call 842-2109 or visit today. FMB Asset Management.
You looking for hydraulic hoses, structural steel, or a specific fitting or connection? Eagle Supply at 1108 South 1st Street in Fairfield is who you need to see. Eagle Supply has hoses for any type of industrial or ag use, steel in any size, shape, or length, and fittings and connections for all industrial or ag applications. Plus, they've got the largest selection of V-belts in the country. That's Eagle Supply in Fairfield. They're open 7:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, or anytime by phone at 842-3737. Looking for something special for that special someone? Let Black's Flowers and Gifts in downtown Fairfield help with a custom floral or silk arrangement, balloon or candy bouquet, or gift item. Give Black's a call at 618-847-7076 for pickup or delivery, or just stop by and say hi at 310 East Main in Fairfield. Black's Flowers and Gifts, your florist with a personal touch.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With mobile deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB To-Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To-Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
All right, well, welcome back here to the Mule Bar. We were catching the Fairfield Fight Song there, performed by Josh Livesey and the FCHS Band. Let's go ahead and talk about here both teams here tonight. Mules coming off of a nice road win over the weekend. They actually played at Chester, and Mules getting a nice win. Final score of that one, by the way, was 38-35. Mules have won. They've been playing well as of late. They won 3 out of their past 5 games. Looking to win it here tonight on senior night before taking on Carmi to close out the regular season this Friday on the road, going to McDougal-Evers. As for Coach Phil Liebes, Flora Wolves, they've been stumbling a little bit as of late. They've, in fact, from January 31st through today, the Wolves have lost 5 out of their last 6 games. Those losses, by the way, if you look at the teams that they have faced, pretty good teams that they faced. A 1A Power state-ranked Altamont, Carmine White County, Wayne City, El Dorado, and Albany Richland County. Their lone win during that stretch was defeating Edwards County. Their last game was back on Saturday when they lost to Albany by 1 point, 35-34. Now, for the Mules and Flora, they met back on December 6th. Flora won that one 57-48. And I remember Mark Turner and I were on the call that night. And, in fact, I had to go back and look at the stats of that game, as that one was one of the first games that the Mules played of the season. And I was looking at the stats from that game. And let me go ahead and pull those up here for you. As for Fairfield that night, Eric Rogers, 20 points, 16 for Landon Harrelson. For Flora, 22 by Jacob Stanford, 15 for Neil Young, and 9 for Malachi Tolliver. Flora, by the way, 16 out of 23 for the charity stripe. In fact, Stanford was 11 out of 13, so you don't want to send him up to the free throw line, whatever you do here tonight. As for Fairfield, they were 12 out of 19 for the charity stripe in that game, but the Mules had single-digit quarters in the first half. Then they had a 15 and 20, 15 in the third, and then 20 in the fourth. Flora, of course, of 8, 12, 15, and 22 that night. So just kind of going back in time a little bit and looking over the stats of that game. Donnie Lyons, the PA announcer here tonight, as we'll have the playing of the national anthem along with the introduction of the starting 5 lineup. Speaking of Malachi Tolliver, he is not playing tonight due to a hand injury. One of the senior leaders for Flora. Here's Donnie Lyons, a PA announcer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Fairfield Community High School students, staff, and administration, welcome to the Mule Bar. Tonight's Black Line Conference action is between the Flora Wolves and your Fairfield Mules. Before we have our starting lineups, so please direct your attention to the flag for playing our national anthem by the FCHS Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Josh Livesey. 5'10" senior number 15, Jacob Stanford. 5'10" junior number 20, Lawson Spicer. 6'3" junior number 22, Neil Young. 6'1" junior number 30, Trevor Johnson. The 5'10" senior number 42, Ethan Durry. The Wolves are coached by Mr. Phil Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet for your Fairfield Mules. '61" junior, number 24, Landon Harrelson. A 6'3" junior, number 25, Lane Tucker. 5'7" senior, number 0, Nick Easton. 6'2" senior, number 20, Eric Rogers. And a 6'4" senior, number 42, Luke Duckworth. And your Mules, the coach says always.
All right, starting five lineup again. Nick Easton, Eric Rogers, Landon Harrelson, Lane Tucker, and Luke Duckworth. 3 seniors, all 3 starting here for the Mules tonight. For Flora, Jacob Stanford, Lawson Spicer, Neil Young, not the singer Neil Young, the player Neil Young, Trevor Johnson, and Ethan Durry. Malachi Tolliver out for Flora tonight due to a hand injury. One of the senior captains and starters for the Wolves. A sea of red and black here on this senior night. Great to see a great crowd here of Mules fans. And Flora, sea of orange and blue.
I want to say a quick thank you to our sponsors who provided the foam fingers and t-shirts tonight. Foam fingers are brought to you in part by Napa,
yes.
Fairfield Napa, and the t-shirts are brought to you fully by Tax Time, Janelle Monroe, Tax Time. Give her a call. Check out our Facebook for all your tax needs.
And a jumping circle is Luke Duckworth. We call him Bear. Jumping circle for Flora. It is Neil Young. 6'4" versus 6'3". Ryan Chapman, the official, hands over the ball and for the opening tip, and Flora controls it. Terry Chapman, Ryan Chapman, father-son duo. Talked to Terry, he was sitting right next to us. 30 years officiating. Nick Snyder also out there. Great officiating crew here tonight. There's a spin move by Young, able to control that one as he was falling down, able to get off just in time. Wolves right now on the attack. This time they're going over to Johnson. Johnson getting cut off. Now at the top this time is Spicer. Again, this is a Florida team that does have some size, 6'3", 6'4", and 6'5". Wolves beat the Mules back in early December, but a lot of games have been played since then. Both teams have found that nucleus identity. Stolen away! Great job right there by No Fear Nick Easton. Nick with some good hands on the defensive side. Nick on the left side. He's on the dribble with the right hand. Back up top is Eric Rogers. I called him Hot Sauce McGee before the start of the game. He actually liked the nickname.
That is a good nickname.
He had 26 consecutive points against Hamilton County.
Yeah, he had a good game against Hamco.
There's Eric Rogers. Rogers down the middle. Free throw line jumpers. Good, Eric Rogers.
Hot Sauce McGee.
Are we going to see another Hamco game? Another repeat of the Hamco game?
We can only hope.
Well, when Rogers gets going, I tell you, always good to score the first points. And
yes.
When he's locked in, he's about as good of a shooter as is in Southern Illinois. Flora with the basketball right now. Wolves. Fairfield playing some good defense here early in the early going. Wolves dribble drive down the middle, getting caught. Spin move by Young, puts it up and no good. Rebound controlled by the Mules by way of Rogers. Oh, that time Lane almost lost a handle. Good to see Lane out there. Been battling a little bit of illness as of late. Rogers on the right side holding the ball. Flora this time, they're looking to be at let's say about 1-2-2 a little bit right there. A little bit of zone mixed in. You go to Luke Duckworth. Nick with the basketball. Dribble drive. Nick puts it up and just short. Good try by Nick. Here comes Flora back the other way. Flora with the basketball. This is Jacob Stanford. Again, 11 out of 13 for the charity stripe. Back in early December against the Mules. He's a guy you don't want to send him to the free throw line. Right now they give it over to Ethan Dury. 5'10" senior Dury. Dury holding the ball, looking for an open teammate, finds one. They catch right there on the perimeter. Flora looking to pound it inside. And up at the top is Johnson. Young hands it back down their left corner pocket. And good defense by the Mules here early. That's Spicer. Young holding the basketball. And up top is Dury. Driving this time is Stanford. Stanford a smooth player. It's cut off. Mules, good defensive round here. Flora has yet to score. Already 3 minutes into this one. Johnson passing the ball right side. Three-pointer on the way. That is no good. Rebound controlled by Bear. Rogers, long pass up the floor to Nick. Over to the lane. Oh, he thought about pulling the trigger on that three. Rogers up at the top. Gets a screen from Duckworth. Boy, Luke's really good at those high screens. Harrelson with the basketball over the lane. Gives over to Nick. Nick dribble drive down the left baseline, and he is fouled.
I want to say really quick, we have Sandy McElravy checking in. She says, "Let's go Mules" from Green Up.
I mean, Scott's mother.
Yep, and then Alderman McGill says, hello and prayers for Mark's wife. Thank you. Thank you, Alderman.
And that was a good take by Nick, though, Derek.
Yeah, it was. And I like an aggressive Nick Easton like that. Rogers with the basketball on our right side. Gives over to Luke. Kicks it back over to Nick. Nick driving right baseline. Pass over to Rogers. No, excuse me, it's Harrelson. Lane for three. And that's good! Another free dose goes to the FCHS after prom from People's National Bank.
He's back, baby.
It's always a good game when you have Lane Tucker that can shoot.
Cousin Lane, baby. 5-0 Mules with a nice early lead. Want to keep those momentum going. And they've been good and sound on the defensive end. Young, down low feed this time, and we got a foul called on the Mules. I believe that'll be on Nick. It was down low.
That was some good defense on Nick, though.
Guarding Spicer. Yep, that is on Nick, his first foul. Team first for the Mules. Nick, one of three seniors being recognized here tonight for the Mules basketball team. I'm with Luke Duckworth and Eric Rogers. Here's Young for three, and now it is in and out. Rebound controlled by Rogers. Here comes Eric and the Mules. Eric now at the top. On the dribble. Surveying the defense this time. Over to Nick. Nick gives it over to Rogers. Nice pass to Harrelson for three. And that's good! Landon Harrelson. Another $3 to the FCHS after prom from People's National Bank. Timeout. Phil Lieb and Flora. 8-0 Mules lead. 3:27 to go in the first half. Mule Nation.
I don't think Flora's expecting this, Derek, tonight.
Here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
The Fairfield Elks Lodge says go Mules and wants to remind you that if you need a space to host your wedding reception, birthday bash, class reunion, or any other event, check out the Fairfield Elks Lodge. Big or small, the Elks rental areas will fit the bill for your event. Call 618-847-2174 or message the Elks Facebook page for details about renting their large banquet area or the downstairs dining room.
Welcome back here to the Mule Barn on this senior night. I tell you what, senior night, an emotional night, but boy, the Mules playing with a lot of energy on both ends, and what a great start for Fairfield. 8-0 against Flora.
Yeah. I don't think Flora's expecting Fairfield to come off the bat like this.
It's always nice to surprise them and, you know, get them off their game a little bit. So let's keep
looking
it up, Mules.
It's looking to be a good senior night for the Mules so far.
Kind of like what we saw again against Lady Mules against Flora. Lady Mules getting a nice win over the Lady Eagles last week on their senior night, looking for the Mules to do the same. Here's Neil Young, again, not the singer, the player. He shot blocked.
Tucker blocked it, too.
Lane, I'll tell you what, he does a good job rebounding and also defending the post. Rogers with the basketball, 8-0. About 3 minutes to go in the first.
Tucker's just a special ball player.
Rogers,
special skills.
Cross-court pass over to Harrelson, just canned a three a few moments ago, almost stolen away by way of Johnson. Lane gives over to Nick. Nick trying to drive right baseline, getting cut off by Johnson. Back up top is Lane. Gives over to Rogers. Eric. Down low feed this time over to Bear. He's fouled from behind from Young. Neil Young is first. Team second. 6'3" junior. Tallest player out there for Flora, by the way. But they got some size. You got James Mitchell, 6'5" senior. Jeffrey Mitchell, 6'4" senior. Mason Miller is 6'4" senior. Flora's got some size. Keep that in mind. Nick Easton inbounds it over to Rogers. Rogers now at the top. Spin move by Rogers, and he's a travel violation called to Eric. He thought he was fouled.
Wow. Yeah.
He thought it was fouled by Stanford, but traveling violation called on Rogers. So here comes Flora, the battle of Highway 45. Stanford with the basketball. Stanford driving right baseline. Here's that three-point shot up, and that is no good. Rebound controlled by Luke. That shot was by Spicer. Over to Rogers. Rogers driving right baseline, a head full of steam. Bounce pass over to Nick. 4-3, and that is, no good.
Rebound, Luke. Rebound. Oh, and he lost it.
That looked like he got shoved a little bit.
And I tell you what, I like the rhythm of that shot by Nick because he shot that just, I thought, in the right time.
It looked perfect from here.
It did. It looked good. I was about to call it before.
Yeah, I know you could tell.
I'm like, oh.
Clarabelle did a backflip up here.
No. If I could, I would.
There's no way I'm attempting that. Here's Dury. Dury at the top. Bounce pass over to Young. Bounce pass down low. Puts it up and in is Johnson. And that breaks a 6-minute scoring drought for Flora. Johnson with his first point again. Flora has lost 6 out of their last 7 games. They're stumbling a little bit here. Easton with the basketball. Nick is over to Bear. Over to Eric Rogers for 3, and that is, no good. Look good from our vantage point, though.
We got Jeff Wise rocking in the free world in the hood. He says, love Neil Young.
Another block by Lane Tucker.
The singer.
Yeah. Neil Young and Pearl Jam rocking in the free world. A nice block right there by Cousin Lane, baby. A couple of big blocks for Lane here. We got Trent Bliss and Justice Dag checking in.
Lane Tucker is a big asset to this team's success this year, too.
He really has been. It's a team effort for sure.
Yeah.
His game has really gotten better over the course of the season, but it's really made a big leap from a sophomore to junior year. Dag with the basketball, bounce pass over to Harrelson. Driving this time is Rogers. Over to Dag. Thought Eric was going to shoot that one. Here's Harrelson back over to Bliss. Back over to Harrelson. Landon. Back over to Dag. Trent looking around, gives over to Dag. Pass over to Rogers for a 3. Left corner pocket is gone. Eric Rogers. And another $3 to the FCHS after brawl from People's National
and he
Bank.
has 5 out of our 11 so far in the first quarter.
Nice.
3 trifectas for the Mules and a regular hoop. 11-2. 47 seconds to go in the first. Stanford with the basketball. Stanford driving. Passes it over to Spicer. Got a player in there for Flora. That's Young, actually. Stanford with the basketball. Actually, no, it's not. My mistake. It's actually Garrett Partridge, a 6'1 sophomore, just checked in. Partridge driving and shot blocked from behind by Rogers. Here comes Eric.
It's going to be a block fest tonight, Derek.
3 blocks already. Lane Tucker. He about pulled the trigger. Over to Rogers. Rogers will pull the trigger for 3. That is, no good.
Rebound by Lane and Harrelson.
Harrelson back over to Rogers. Fakes the 3, driving, puts it up, and in Eric Rogers. He's got 7 points, 13-2. 3 seconds go in the first. Stanford driving. Stanford puts it up, and that is no good. After 1 quarter play, Fairfield 13, Flora 2 here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
It's always good at La Fuente Mexican Restaurant at 1007 Commerce Drive in Fairfield. Featuring authentic Mexican cuisine and daily food and drink specials, La Fuente now has expanded party seating. Tacos are $1.25 every Tuesday. And mention you heard this ad on Mule Nation for a free small cheese dip. Call 618-842-5000 for pickup or delivery. That's La Fuente Mexican Restaurant in Fairfield.
TTT Designs, a passion for printing. With the work hard, play hard mentality, TTT Designs is your one-stop shop for custom gear. From t-shirts to car wraps and signs to flyers, TTT Designs has you covered. Located at Westport Plaza in Fairfield, open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or shop online 24/7 at tttdesigns.com.
After 1 quarter of play, Mules lead Flora 13-2. We just had Peyton Allen being recognized going to state in wrestling.
Yeah, they what they say his record is
37-1.
37-1.
That's not right. He's wrestled.
Oh no, he'd be over 40.
Yeah,
40,
it's
40 wins.
I think they meant 47-1.
Maybe 47. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 47-1.
All right. Yeah, I was thinking.
Anyways,
He got third at sectionals this past week in a really hard sectional too.
he got a standing
ovation
here in the Mule Barn.
Okay, best wishes to Peyton, by the way, at state. Justice Dag.
And he's our all-time leading wins for the wrestling team here.
Yeah.
He passed Chris Jordan earlier this year.
That was a nice photo post over the weekend of Peyton and Chris being together. Here's a shot put up and no good by Flora. Dury gets it back. Dury puts it up and in. And then Dury, his first points of the night, 13-4. Mules lead. Eric Rogers, 7 points. Almost half of his team's points. Rogers gives over to Dag. Justice on the ball. Rogers for a 3, and that one is good! Eric Rogers! Another $3 to the FCHS after prompt from People's National Bank. Mules right now 4 trifectas, 16-4. Already a minute into this one. Mules playing with some energy on both ends. They're playing with some fire. There's Stanford. Up top is Dury, who just scored. Dury looking down low, nothing there. This time over to Young. Nice feed to Johnson. Puts up an N. He's fouled. And one coming up. I think Harrelson got him. He was on his way up. Yep. First foul for Landon. Team second for the Mules. I was talking to Julie Harrelson earlier, Landon's mom, and I said, hey, is Landon going to dunk it tonight? She said, no, we'll leave it at that one to Trent Bliss. So anyway, the blissful dunker. Johnson.
I don't think Bliss will dunk tonight. He was saying earlier that he hurt his wrist.
Oh.
A little bit.
Missed that one by Johnson. 16-6. Wolves have cut it within 10. Rogers with the basketball. Gives over to Lane Tucker. Lane for a 3. And it's good! Lane Tucker! Another $3 to the FCHS after Bravo People's National Bank. 19-6.
It kind of reminds me of back when Reese Lee and O'Neill and them played their senior night. And Brian Estes when they had that dunk fest against Flora, but it's a 3-point fest this year.
It's been a barrage. Here's Neil Young, in and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Rogers, 19-6, Mules lead. Rogers down the middle, and he's going to circle the wagons. Rogers, Latrell Snyder also out there. It's over to Dag. Oh, he thought about the 3. Rogers driving down the middle, puts up a quick old jumper. It's no good, but he's fouled. Left elbow jumper for Rogers. He'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Phil Lieb not happy with the call. Nick Snyder saying he was fouled. I mean, the second on Neil Young, by the way. Team third for the Wolves. Rogers, free throw line is, off the mark. Missed that one. First free throw attempt for the Mules, by the way, tonight as a team.
19-6, 6:04 to go in the second quarter. Mules are up.
Lawson Spicer checking back in, replacing Young and giving those 2 fouls. Eric's second free throw is no good. And that one, the last touch with the Mules. Okay, during the rebound. So Rogers 0 for 2 on that trip. 19-6 again. Mules lead by 13. 6:03 to go in the first half. Here comes Jacob Stanford and the Wolves. Stanford trying to get right by Rogers. It's cut off at the paint. So over to Dury. Dury knifing his way down the middle. Puts it up and blocked right there by Duckworth.
Block fest also, I might say.
I tell you what, anytime you get those blocks, tell you what, just gives the team energy on the defensive end. And we're seeing now the Mules here, 4 blocks so far.
The Mules just look like they're having fun out there tonight, too. It also helps when they're having fun playing, too.
Dury with the basketball. Over to Partridge. Partridge having some trouble. Here's a shot put up by Stanford. That's no good. That's long. Rebound controlled away Justice Dag.
He missed that by a long shot.
Lane. Go ahead.
We have Tony Oliver saying the scoreboard needs changed to 8 for Flora. Do you have them down for 8 or for 6?
I have them down for 6. I've been
6. Yeah, 6, not 8. It's 6. Here's Dag. Gives over to Duckworth. Bear up top over to Lane. Down the face time over to Rogers, being double teamed in a traffic situation. Jimi Hendrix crosstown traffic. Here's Lane for a 3, and that's good. Eric Rogers, and $3 to the FCHS after Brahma People's National Bank. Eric Rogers, he's Hot Sauce McGee. 3 trifectas, timeout, Phil Lee before again. 22-6 Mules leader of Mule Nation. Powered by.
I see why Tony said that. If you look up on
It says
the
30 has 6
Flora,
points.
30 has 6 and 42 has 2.
But
so
then they also have Flora at 6, which
Yeah.
is at 8.
so there is an error somewhere, but not sure where.
I have Johnson with 4 and Dury with 2.
All right, well, you are watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
CSI Insurance Brokers, providing affordable rates on quality insurance. CSI Insurance Brokers is located at 108 West Main in downtown Fairfield, providing business insurance, personal insurance, farm insurance, and employee benefits. Call them today for a free quote, 618-842-2193. Or check out their website, csiinsurancebrokers.com.
Well, back here at the Mule Barn, 22-6, Fairfield leading Flora. They have Johnson with 6 for Flora. I haven't done with 4, but anyway, regardless though, what a game here for the Mules here in this first half.
It has been
It's been a block fest and a shooting contest from the three-point contest, I might say.
Yep.
But boy, if you're Coach Scott McElravy, you got to be thrilled with this. I mean,
Yes.
this is a Flora team that beat you earlier in the season.
Let's keep it up.
Yeah, keep up this momentum.
And a Flora team that's having a pretty good year, I might say, too, up
They're-
until the last few games.
Derry with the basketball over to Johnson. Johnson in between the circles, goes over to Partridge. Driving this time is Stanford. Derry bounce pass down low to Stanford. Stanford, right low block jumper, good. Jacob Stanford, the 5'10 senior, his first points of the night.
4:25 to go in the second quarter, 22-8 Mules.
Okay. 4:20 to go here in the first half. Nick with the basketball gets over to Luke. Now over to Jake Easton, just checked in. Jake had a nice JV game. He's been on a tear lately in the JV games. Step over to Lane. Lane gives over to Jake. Jake gives over to Eric. Eric now on the right side being guarded by Stanford. Interesting matchup there. Nick Easton also checking back in. Over to Bear, and we got a foul called away from the ball. It will be on Flora.
Number 15 tried to trip up Eric.
We have 100 people joining us tonight here on Mule Nation.
Sweet.
Thank you guys for watching. Again, it's a packed house here tonight. Flora traveled really well. And,
Oh, yeah.
And we've got a lot of Mules fans here tonight as well. So.
Well, ever since Flora joined the BDC again a couple years ago, it's starting to become a rivalry now.
Yep.
It was a rivalry back in the 90s in the old NEC days.
Yep.
Teams
Oh, nice
Lane.
recovery.
Great job by Lane. I was nervous right there. Here's Harrelson. Nice recovery by Landon. Lane with the basketball, being guarded by Johnson. Landon, excuse me. Mules playing patiently here offensively, rightfully so. Gives over to Rogers. Rogers spin move, puts it up, and that's no good, too high.
Yeah, the Mules have nothing to rush when they're up by 14, sorry.
Derry with the basketball. Derry in between the circles, driving right side, being guarded by Nick. We got a foul call on the Mules. Give it on with Nick Easton. That's a second. Team third. 3 team fouls for the Mules, 4 for Flora, 22-8. Mules on top, 3:22 to go in the first half. Stanford with the basketball. Jacob already with 2 points, scored his first 2 just a few moments ago. Stanford stops. It's over to Dury. Yeah, Flora missing Malachi Tolliver, one of their starters, due to a hand injury. He was told that by Joe Rogers for the start of the game. Driving this time is Spicer. He's fouled from Justice Dagg. Dagg picks up his first foul and be team fourth. Each team now with 4 fouls. Dagg has yet to score tonight. Johnson will inbound it. Johnson looking around, inbounds it over to Spicer. Spicer in the left corner. Spicer driving, puts it up, blocked right there by
That's his
Lane.
third block, am I right?
I think it's 2, I think. Here's Harrelson. That gives over to Jake. Jake on the dribble, back over to Tucker. Up top is Dagg. Dagg, swing the ball over to Harrelson. Nice feed down low to Lane. Puts it up, and that's no good. Rebound, Lane. Lane puts it back up and in. Lane Tucker, way to be persistent. He's got 8 points, and it's 24-8. 2:25 to go in the first half. Jacob Stanford now with between the circles. Stanford on the dribble.
This game's a little bit more physical than the JV and freshman. 4 fouls already in the first half.
No blood on the floor yet, knock on wood.
No blood, but I tell you what, it doesn't matter what the records are. It's physical, and they get right after it. Johnson pass over to Stanford. Stanford over to Partridge. Partridge being guarded by Jake. Dribble drop by Stanford, right baseline getting cut off. This time over to Johnson. Johnson gives it over to Spicer. Johnson fakes a 3, dribble drive, right baseline, nothing there. They're trying to operate from that right baseline. Bounce pass to a cutting Spicer, stolen away. Good hands by the Mules. Harrelson with the basketball. Landon will bring the ball down the court. 24-8, minute 30 to go in the first half. Dag with the basketball on the left side. Dag lanes in the screen for him. Dag stops. Driving is Rogers. Rogers knifes his way, lays it up and in. Eric Rogers. He's having himself a first half. He's got 15 points, 26-8. 1:10 to go in the first half. Stanford, ball on the right side, on the dribble, looking over to Dury. Dury, Flora trying to cut inside, trying to make a move, nothing there. Give it over to Johnson for a 3, and that one is good. Johnson, he's got 7. 26-11. Flora finally gets into double digits. 45 seconds to go in the first half. If I'm Fairfield, I say milk some clock here. You got a 15-point lead, why not? Lane with the basketball. Lane holding it out. Little give and go to Dag. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Mules lead by 15. Dag now on the left side. Gives up top to Jake.
And
Jake.
stick around for halftime because the girls are doing their performance too, the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Good to know that. Thank you. There's Landon. Landon is over to Dag. Justice at the top. 10 seconds to go. Over to Lane. They're looking for Rogers. Eric, high pass. Rogers for a 3. That one is good. Eric Rogers. Another $3 to the FCHS after brought from People's National Bank. 29-11. Mules lead by 18.
We'll leave it right here. Looks like the girls
What did they say? Eric Rogers has what?
I'm not sure.
I did not hear that.
Yep.
Anthony, why don't you go find out if you don't mind?
Yeah, well. Be right back.
All right.
All right. The girls are getting ready for their dance, but let's listen to the school song here for a minute.
Sure.
Gentlemen, stay tuned. We have a special performance by the cheerleaders here momentarily. For the first time in school history, the FCHS cheerleaders have officially made their grand entrance as an IHSA ICCA competitive sport. This season was met with great success under the direction of DJ Vaughn and Daphne Pruitt. Several firsts and titles were accomplished, including ICCA competitive cheerleading state championship qualifiers with a top 25 finish, IHSA competitive cheerleading state series sectional attendees, Cheer for a Cure reigning champion since 2019. For your halftime performance, we'll see Fairfield's first official competitive cheerleading routine. Cheerleaders, you may take the floor.
Great performance there by the FCHS cheerleaders. And I love that the Flora Wolves cheerleaders went out there and supported them, and it's always good to see.
Yeah, it's great sportsmanship by the Flora cheerleading squad.
It's always great to see that. So, Double D, you want to?
They were getting into it and everything, too.
Make that announcement that we heard about Eric Rogers?
Yeah, I want to thank Anthony for getting it for us. Eric Rogers has broken the single-season record for the most threes of the whole entire season again, single season. That broke a Landon Zerlini record, 74 threes by Eric Rogers.
That's awesome.
Cornerstone Community Church at 109 South 1st Street in Fairfield wants to wish the Mules good luck. Pastor Melissa Garrison and the congregation at Cornerstone Community Church also want to invite you to worship with them every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. And make sure to check out their Facebook page for upcoming events. That's Cornerstone Community Church, 109 South 1st Street in Fairfield, proud supporters of Mule Nation and the Fairfield Mules.
In the opening round of regional play. $5 a person at the door. That price is set by the IHSA.
want to go ahead and mention halftime stats real quick. Josh Livesay and the FCHS band did a great job here performing at halftime, along with the Mules cheerleaders as well. Eric Rogers with 18 points to lead the Mules, 8 for Lane Tucker, 3 for Landon Harrelson. Fairfield headquarters of 13 and 16 with a total of 29. For the Mules, 6 trifectas made in that first half. For Flora, led in scoring by Trevor Johnson with 7-2 apiece for Jacob Stanford and Ethan Dury. Claire, I think you said something to me about there's a Neil Young shot is up and no good. Rebound controlled by Harrelson. He's over to Nick. We'll hold off on that for now. Here's Nick with the basketball. Gives it over to Rogers. Rogers 18 points, slinging that hot sauce out there. Gives over to Rogers. Give it go to Harrelson for a 3. And that one is good. Landon Harrelson. Another $3 for the FCHS after profit. People's National Bank.
Yep, Daniel Harris was just chiming in and said with Eric's 4 threes in the first half, he's passed Landon Zerlini as a single-season record holder for most three-pointers in a single season with 74. Landon had 73 in 2019-2020. So thanks for the additional information there on that record.
Dan keeps track of stats. He's like a bloodhound when it comes to stats. Always, always on the trail. Thanks, Dan.
And they fixed the scoreboard over there to add it to 11.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay. There's a shot put up, and that's no good by Johnson. He comes down. He's all right. 32-11. Mules lead. First foul on Lane, by the way. That's who that foul was charged to. Get his first, team first.
Flora's going to have to flip a switch if they want to get back in this game.
But the way the Mules have been playing here since the opening tip, I mean, they have just been rocking.
Knock on wood.
Oh, knock on wood, absolutely. Johnson with the basketball being guarded by Harrelson. Over the top is Dury, but I think the Mules defense has really been incredible. Here's a shot put up. Oh, Banks open. Dury cans it for 3. He's got 5. 32-14. Harrelson across the division line, being guarded by Jacob Stanford. Landon almost got a carrier there, and he did. Yep. 6:30 to go in the third. Johnson will inbound it. By the way, we'd like to remind you our next Mules basketball broadcast this Friday on the road at Carmi to close out the regular season.
And we may get the freshman game down there, too.
Freshman and JV. There's a shot put up, and that is in. Another three-pointer made by Dury.
We didn't knock on wood hard enough, did we?
No, we did not. 32-17. Someone needs to get out on him, though.
Oh, we got a statistician correction here. Dan says it was actually the 2018-2019 season, not 2019-2020. So thank you for the update, Dan.
Oh, nice cut to Rogers. Nice. Puts it up and in. Rogers, all right. Great sportsmanship down there as well.
Love to see it.
From Dury. Rogers with a nice cut. He's got 20. Dury for 3. He's feeling it. That's no good. That was a heat check.
Oh.
Over to Johnson. There's a shot put up by Spicer is good. He had some spice on that one for sure.
Just like that, we're down to 14-point deficit. Wait.
Yeah. But my count, 9-5. Flora has outscored the Mules.
Okay.
So that makes sense when you're adding on those threes like they live and die by the 3. And Luke gets fouled.
The student section is lively tonight. They've got
white or not?
They
have
white
tank teeters.
White tank tops on.
Tank tops on.
Yep.
It's white out.
White out.
You'll see a lot of white out here and a lot of red and black.
You know, we missed the memo. We missed the memo. We all failed over here. We got navy and red.
We're here. That's all that matters, though.
Yep.
Luke, the second senior to score. Nick has not scored yet. Luke's second free throw is in and out, but that was Luke's first point of the night, that first free throw that he made. 35-20, Mules lead by 15 again. Can't let Flora get on a roll with 3. Neal driving. Young puts it up, and no good, but he's fouled. 2 fouls for the Mules. That'd be on Luke's, his first, team's second. Neil Young, again, not the singer, the player, Neil Young. He has yet to score tonight. 6'3" junior. Shot is up and good. I have to reference that every time I say his name. Timeouts. Coach Scott McElroy with the Mules will take a timeout as well. 35-21. Mules lead. 5:11 to go in the third on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Christina Copeland Country Financial has a new location, now located at 920 Commerce Drive, Suite 1 in Fairfield. Christina Copeland Country Financial offers a wide variety of insurance policies, including life, home, auto, commercial, and farm insurance. Christina Copeland Country Financial is open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 4:30, and Friday, 8:30 to 1:30, or by appointment. Book your appointment now for your free quote using the QR code shown here.
Back here at the Mule Barn, 35-21. 5:11 to go in the third. Mules lead, but Flora so far, they've been rolling. They've outscored the Mules 10-6 in this third quarter. And in fact, for Flora, it's the first double-digit quarter of the game. Wolves had scores of 2 and 9 in the first half for the Mules. They had scores of 13 and 16. So, and now you got Neil Young up at the free throw line. Young made his first toss. Another one upcoming. That one's on the way and good. Made them both. 35-22. Mules up ahead by 13. Eric Rogers with the basketball. Rogers over to Dag. Nick Easton out there. Nick has yet to score tonight, third senior. Harrelson gives over to Rogers, being double teamed, and last touch by Stanford. Rogers was wanting to foul, and I think he has a case.
Official review.
We're going to New Jersey. Here's Tucker. Lane with the basketball, back over to Harrelson. Harrelson right side over to Dag. Dag gives over to Rogers. 35-22. Rogers gives over to Dag, this time over to Nick. Nick driving left side. Cut off. Lane, he thought about the three. Kicks over to Harrelson. Now over to Dag at the right corner. Nice feed down low to Lane. Lane kicks out over to Harrelson for a three. And that one is, no good. Rebound control by Dury. Good look, just didn't get to go down.
We got Nick Tribe chiming in. He said, "Go Mules, will the broadcast team sign my foam finger after the game?"
We will do it.
We're so famous.
We will do it, the Moose. And offensive foul on Neil Young.
And Tribe is over there listening to it. He's over there.
That's his fourth.
I was literally just looking over there, and I thought, man, if we could just get all of them to pull it up on their phone while they're here watching it too, our numbers would go crazy.
There's Nick. Waving at Nick. The Moose.
I love it.
He was from Syracuse. I said the Moose from Syracuse.
Yeah.
35-20. There was a radio DJ named that, by the way, years ago. Russ was his name. Russ the Moose, Syracuse. 35-22. 4:10 to go in the third. Driving is Rogers, lays it up and short. Rebound controlled by Partridge. I think he went down. Yeah, it is a travel on Partridge. He's all right. I thought maybe he may have rolled his ankle the way it looked. 35-22.
We don't need any more of that tonight.
We see two bloody noses and a
rolled ankle.
Yeah. Harrelson with the basketball over to Lane. Lane for three, and that one is no good off the back iron. Rebound Harrelson. Over to Dag. Latrell Snyder in there right now for the Mules, just checked in.
Our very own.
Yes. Peyton Ellen recognized earlier. Good luck to Peyton at State in wrestling. Peyton's up to on Mule Nation before, does a great job commentating. Rogers at the right side. Over to Dag. Latrell. Latrell looking for his first points. Varsity play. Dag swing the ball down Lane, puts it up, and that's no good. Oh, man, that was a good look by Lane.
It was.
Boy, I love the ball movement that time for the Mules. Keep it up. Partridge puts it up and short. That ball almost went. Partridge gets it right back somehow, puts it back up and in.
We got Jesse Roos checking in, says, yo.
Jesse.
Yo, Jesse.
Hope you're doing well, Jesse. 35-24. Mules lead by 11. I see the Mules score here. Flora trying to come right back in this one. Snyder down the left side, passes it over to Lane. Over to Harrelson. Down the feed time over to Lane. Lane back over to Dag. Dag, he has yet to score tonight. Justice kicks out over to Lane. 4-3. That one is no good. Long rebound control by Harrelson. Good job by Landon. He puts it up and no good, but he's fouled.
The lid is on the bucket down there.
Man, the Mules have had good looks offensively. It just seems like the ball won't go down. Anthony, remove that lid, why don't you?
We've been sending them to do all the other random chores. Go take the lid off the bucket.
Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll get the Moose over there. He looks like he's eager to do it. Foul called on Stanford, his second, by the way, team third. Free throw made right there by Landon. He's got 7 points of the night. First free throw attempt by Landon of the game. Next one on the way. That one is good. All right, so maybe that's a sign. 37-24. Mules lead by 13. 2:40 to go in the third. Stanford in between the circles, dribbling the ball with the right hand. Stanford out there. Again, Flora missing Malachi Tolliver. The hand injury. Saw Malachi. He's here tonight. Has right hand bandaged up, and we got a foul call away from the ball. And it is going to be on Flora. Wow, and Latrell Snyder was down. And that'll be the second on Johnson, Trevor Johnson, the 6'1 junior. Second, team fourth.
Flora fans aren't too happy about that one.
I know they're not.
I always feel bad for our very own Grady down there in the middle of the
Yeah,
opposing team.
Yeah, he's stuck in all of this heckling and
yeah, he's like, no opinion, no
yelling at the
opinion.
refs.
Grady's just being quiet. Here's
Yeah.
a shot put up and no good by Rogers.
He probably feels like he can't express his emotions. in front of
Yeah, for
everybody like
sure.
He's saying it in his mind.
that. Yeah.
Here's Johnson right now. I'm not no mind reader. Can't read his mind there, folks. Sorry.
Grady
Johnson.
probably wants to walk out of here if no bruises or anything.
Right.
He does a great job nonetheless.
Yes, he does.
There's Derry with the basketball on the right side. Right elbow stops, gives it over. Nice pass to Stanford. We got a foul called on the Mules. That'd be on the floor, by the way. That'd be on.
Trent Bliss.
Oh, Trent Bliss. Okay, I thought it was like, where did Trent come from? Yeah, Trent's back out there now. He snuck in on me. I don't know how I missed him. There's Johnson. Bounce pass down low. Parcher, he's foul for Latrell. Yep, that's a bump right there by Latrell.
He just had some momentum going there and couldn't get stopped.
Goes with a couple of quick fouls here. 37-24, under 2 minutes go in the third. Now, we have Gary Partridge, a 6'1 sophomore, over the free throw line. Partridge out there. First free throw attempt for him of the game. That one is no good. Rimmed off. He'll have another attempt. Flora, by the way, not very many free throws. Only 2 out of 4 for the charity stripe so far as a team. Jake Easton out there, by the way. You can see Jake out there.
I do kind of feel bad for the Flora team, though, of all this way the student section's distracting.
Partridge, second toss is good. All right, makes that one.
Back in my high school days, they used to bring newspapers, and when the other team was shooting, they would pretend like they were
Our
reading
team does that sometimes.
I think Ms. Z put a stop to it when we were in high school. She didn't like the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Tag for 3, that's good! And so $3 to the FCHS after brought from People's National Bank. Dag with his first points of the night, a 3-ball.
And the Fairfield lead is up to 15 now, from minute 25 to go in the third quarter.
Johnson with the basketball gives over to Stanford. Stanford with the right elbow. This time driving is Dury. Kicks it out over to Spicer. Spicer back over. Dury for 3. That one is no good. But 3 free throws coming up as Lane fouled him.
We got Jamie Taylor checking in on the live chat. Says, go Mules. I hope the guys win.
Hi, Jamie. Mules lead by 15. 3 free throws coming up for Ethan Dury. Dury so far 6 points alone here in his third.
And that is Lane Tucker's second foul of the game, too. 8 points.
First free throw on the way. That one is in and out. Dury so far 8 points of the night. 5 team fouls for the Mules, 4 for Flora. Dury, second toss-up coming. And that one is good. Another toss coming here for Dury and the Wolves. 40-26, they trail. Mules have had the lead ever since the opening tip when they scored the first 2 points.
They've been on a roll, and they haven't been shut down yet.
There's a shot put up and in. 2 out of 3 on that trip for Dury. 40-27, minute 13 to go in the third. Rogers across the division line, gives over to Harrelson. Now over to Easton. Jake holding the ball. Yet to take a dribble over to Lane. Lane on the left side, gives over to Easton. That's Jake, that is. For Rogers, spin move being double teamed. Driving is Harrelson, Landon. Right elbow pass over Rogers where there it is. Oh, no good. Rebound controlled by Spicer of Flora. Spicer driving down the right side over to Dury. Dury maintaining his dribble, almost lost the handle. Screen up top by way of Johnson. Partridge driving, and he's fouled by Jake Easton. Jake with his first foul. Team 6 for the Mules. One more foul committed by the Mules, and Flora will be in the bonus. 33.4 seconds to go in the third. Mules up top by 13, 40-27. Inbound pass is successful. Driving is Dury, and he's fouled on the floor. Oh, they're going to count the basket. Count the basket and one coming up for Ethan Dury. And he's been like a one-man show out there in this third quarter. In fact, he's already got 10 points alone in the third.
He's really chipping away at this Mules lead.
And one on the way. That is, rimmed out. Rebound control by Harrelson. Mules still have a double-digit lead, but would like to see Fairfield score here. 21 seconds to go in the third. Rogers almost, so it is by way of Stanford. He lays it up and in. 40-31. Mules lead by 9. Flora's headed within single digits. 7 seconds to go in the third. Rogers driving down right side. Rogers, Eric puts it up too high. Rebound controlled by Flora. Here comes Johnson. Johnson from the volleyball 3-meter line, no good. After 3 quarters of play, 40-31. Mules lead the Wolves here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Join the Wayne County Farm Bureau as they travel to see John Michael Montgomery live in concert at the Effingham Performance Center Friday, March 24th. Your ticket includes entry into the show, dinner at Niemerg Steakhouse, and your seat on a chartered bus. Tickets are $100 for Wayne County Farm Bureau members and $130 for non-members. Contact the Wayne County Farm Bureau at 618-842-3342 to reserve your seat. The Wayne County Farm Bureau, a membership that means something. You looking for hydraulic hoses, structural steel, or a specific fitting or connection? Eagle Supply at 1108 South 1st Street in Fairfield is who you need to see. Eagle Supply has hoses for any type of industrial or ag use, steel in any size, shape, or length, and fittings and connections for all industrial or ag applications. Plus, they've got the largest selection of V-belts in the country. That's Eagle Supply in Fairfield. They're open 7:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, or anytime by phone at 842-3737.
All I can say is, Connor Atterbury, you rock, sir.
Our scoreboard operator, Mr. Ron Gain.
Ron Gain.
He will be finishing up his 35th year operating the scoreboard here for the Mules.
Wow.
Which is well over 1,000 games here at the Mule Barn. Congratulations, Ron.
Congratulations to Ron.
35 years.
Wow, what an accomplishment.
Operating the scoreboard. Ron Gain, a really nice guy. If you get a chance to talk to him, please do. I tell you what. And over 1,000 games, I believe it. 40-31. Mules lead by 9 here. Like to see the Mules again. Florida outscored the Mules 20-11 in that third quarter. Nick Easton drives, puts it up, and count the basket and one. Nick Easton.
Let's go. Way to go, Nick. I'm happy to see him.
That was a really good take by Nick Easton, too.
See him get some points tonight.
All 3 seniors for the Mules have scored.
Nick Easton is just so athletic, though.
Oh, and he's scrappy.
Yeah.
A shot is missed. Rebound land. Luke puts it up and in.
3-point play right there by the Mules.
Bear himself. What a great offensive putback by Luke. Reminds me of Luke Dagg and Luke Sork. Every time I hear the word Luke.
We got Jordan Engel checking in. He says, hi from Houston. Let's go Mules. Hi, Jordan. Good to hear from you.
Hi, Jordan. Hope you're wearing your cowboy hat. Here's a shot put up and no good. By Partridge, he's fouled. 44-31, Mules lead. Team 8th right now, Flora in the bonus. By the way, that is 14 fouls on Lane Tucker. Partridge up at the free throw line, makes that one. He's got 4. 2 out of 3 so far the charity stripe. Lane's going to check out. So you got Nick Easton, Justice Dagg, Luke Duckworth, Eric Rogers, and Landon Harrelson out there on the floor for the Mules. Partridge, next one on the way, no good. And now rebound controlled by Luke.
The Bear.
Boy, I tell you what, he is just strong. Every time it's a grown man rebound every time he gets it.
Try putting football pads on and going up against him.
6'4", 255, I'll take it.
I thought I could, but I couldn't.
Puts it up and in.
Quickly put in your place.
Yeah, I've got put in a place, I think, within the first 3 days of practice, Derek.
I believe it. I wouldn't want to get run over by him. 46-32. Rogers just converted on the bucket. And Eric having a great game. 22 points for Eric. Dury over to Stanford. Stanford puts it up, and that's no good. Rebound control by Rogers. Here comes Eric. Long pass over to Dagg. Nice feed, and Luke puts it up in the short. Oh, my goodness. That would have erupted the Mule Barn. That would have blown the roof off the place. There's Johnson. Johnson gives over to Stanford. Stanford right elbow jumper is good. He's got 6. 46-34. Mules up ahead by 12. 6:20 to go in regulation. Rogers.
They have no reason to rush anything here, Derek. They have a 12-point lead, 6 minutes. Time is on their side.
And right now, here comes Dury. Steals it for Nick. Partridge puts it up and no good. Rebound goes to the floor, gives over to Johnson, and he's fouled. You cannot fall asleep here, and you cannot let your foot off the gas pedal. Luke's second, by the way, the big man. 9 team fouls for the Mules, one more, and Flora will be in the double bonus the rest of the way. Flora with 5 team fouls, Mules with 9. Johnson misses. Wow.
Who is the kid in the student section with like 20 foam fingers in his hand right now?
I don't know, but he's becoming my hero.
He's right behind the basket, but yeah. I'm just waiting for him to throw them all up in the air, make it rain foam fingers.
That is Aiden Martin.
Aiden Martin. He has compiled a collection.
He has the biggest foam finger collection in the world. 46-36. Mules lead by 10. You're like to see the Mules score here. Flora keeps nipping at their heels. Rogers kicks out over to Harrelson. Driving right baseline. Landon puts it up and short. Rebound control by Stanford. Jacob with the basketball. Now the right elbow. Finds one and Spicer for 3. That one is good. Big 3 for Flora. Lawson Spicer.
The game is now within 7 points, and Coach Mack may be starting to worry here a little bit.
Yep, we're taking a timeout, and we will too. You're watching Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Looking for something special for that special someone? Let Black's Flowers and Gifts in downtown Fairfield help with a custom floral or silk arrangement, balloon or candy bouquet, or gift item. Give Black's a call at 618-847-7076 for pickup or delivery, or just stop by and say hi at 310 East Main in Fairfield. Black's Flowers and Gifts, your florist with a personal touch.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
The Mule Barn rocking on this Tuesday night.
Livesay with his cowboy hat on. He is always so much fun to watch. Celebrated a birthday this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
At our murder mystery dinner. Livesay was a part of the cast, and we got to celebrate his birthday with him. So happy belated birthday to you, Mr. Livesay.
And Jordan from Houston He's probably putting on his cowboy hat too, saying, "Rock on, brother." Rogers.
5:17 to go in the fourth quarter. 46-39 Mules.
All right, Mules lead here. Latrell Snyder. Trell can shoot the three. Had a couple of threes in a JV game recently. Rogers spin move with the right elbow. Over to Nick. All three seniors have scored for the Mules, by the way. Good to see that. Luke over to Latrell. Mules being patient here, looking for the right available shot. Feeds it down to Luke. Luke puts it up and in! And he's
Probably on the ground.
probably on the floor, yeah.
We got Mac checking in from the Bash, McGuire Taylor.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Mac.
Thanks for watching, Mac.
Mac, good to hear from you, and miss him being out there being point guard for the Mules, having those assists and lobs to Camden Robbins all day long. Well, that was a joy to see.
Oh.
Dury, his second, by the way, team 6 for the Wolves.
Stolen back
thrown away.
from Lena Harrelson.
Yeah, Eric with the basketball. Mules got to handle the rock a little bit better here. Harrelson now on the left side. Up top is Luke the Bear Duckworth. Harrelson with the volleyball 3-meter line, driving this time. Landon gives over to Jake Easton. Jake now at the left side. The freshman getting good minutes here tonight. Gives over to Dag. Dag now the right side driving, puts it up and just short, but he's fouled. And he'll go free the line for a pair, Justice Dag. Good aggression right there by Dag. 46-39. 17 fouls now for the Wolves, so the Mules are in the bonus the rest of the way. That's the third on Dury, by the way. He's picked up a couple of quick ones here. About a minute. 4:23 to go in regulation. Justice Dag up the free throw line. 7-point lead here for the Mules. Dag, first toss on the way is good. Got to make your free throws when you're up. That's Justice's 4th point of the night.
In an 8-point ball game now. Mules are up.
Justice misses that one. Rebound. Oh, I thought Luke had it. He was close. Here comes Flora. Mules need to get a stop here on defense. 47-39. They lead by 8. This is Spicer. He canned a 3 a few minutes ago. Spicer now at the top. Gives it over to Dury. Dury loses the handle. It's thrown away by Rogers. Here comes Eric. Nice give and go to Dag. He puts it up and missed it. I think he saw Johnson right there on him.
Eric was frustrated about that. He is getting his hand held all the way down the court.
47-39. Screen set right there by Dury. Stanford gives it over to Johnson. Johnson step back 3. That's short. Rebound control by Luke.
It went right into Luke's hands.
Luke said, "Thank you, sir." Rogers over to Dag.
We'll take that all day, won't we, Derek?
Yeah, we will. 3:35 to go. Boy, Luke, I tell you what, done a great job rebounding all season. Dag's turning on the Jets, puts it up, and no good. Rebound control by Partridge. Oh, man. He's had some good drives to the rack, just hadn't been able to convert. Stanford, dribble drive down the middle. He puts it up somehow, and it pops out, but don't free the line for a pair.
That is Eric's first foul.
I tell you what, if you're Coach Scott McElroy with the Mules, you will certainly take that with your leading scorer having only 1 foul at this point. 47-39, 3:18 to go in regulation. Live chat is open, by the way. You want to say hi to us? The live chat's been active here tonight. Stanford up at the free throw line. That one is no good. Neil Young out there. Neil, of course, had foul trouble early. He's got 4 fouls. A 6'3 junior. Keep that in mind. Lane Tucker also with 4 fouls. He's entering the game for Luke. Good minutes from Luke right there in that stretch. Stanford, so far, 6 points of that. That was his first free throw attempt of the game. That one's on the way. Good. All right. 47-40. Mules lead by 7. Here comes Rogers. Eric across the division line. And we got a timeout. Coach Scott McElroy via Fairfield. I'll take a timeout as well. 47-40 Mules lead here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
The Fairfield Elks Lodge says go Mules and wants to remind you that if you need a space to host your wedding reception, birthday bash, class reunion, or any other event, check out the Fairfield Elks Lodge. Big or small, the Elks rental areas will fit the bill for your event. Call 618-847-2174 or message the Elks Facebook page for details about renting their large banquet area or the downstairs dining room.
By the way, stick around here after the game. We'll talk to Coach Scott McRamey. We'll also talk to the 3 seniors out there for the Mules as well. So that's coming your way here on Mule Nation in postgame. Rogers with the basketball. Eric, Mules lead by 7. Gives over to Justice Dagg. 3:06 to go in regulation. Mules lead by 7. Like to see if they get a double-digit lead here. Had it here for the majority of the night, but Flora's been chipping here away in the second half. Rogers now on the right side. He's being guarded by Spicer.
Flora really flipped the switch after halftime.
Well,
They did.
Phil Lieba's a veteran coach. He's been coaching there for a long time. He's had a lot of good players over the years. Down low feed this time over to Lane. Right corner, nothing there. Back over to Eric.
They're just trying to chew the clock down right now because they're up by 7. If they can chew the clock down and give Flora a really little time to score, they'll be perfect.
Oh, high pass over to Lane, and he is out of bounds. Flora will have the ball, 47-40. Now you need to get a stop here defensively.
They have 2:25 to get back in this game. Flora does if they want to.
Here comes Jacob Stanford. Stanford, a smooth player, by the way. 5'10 senior. Young up top over to Johnson. He drilled a 3 earlier. Stanford over to Spicer. Quick 3. That one is no good. That's short. Rebounded by Dagg. Gives it over. Nice job right there to Jake Easton. Easton at the right side. Mules get the ball.
Minute 55 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
47-40.
And foul called on Flora.
On number 30, Neil Young.
Now that would be on Johnson.
Oh, Neil Johnson, sorry.
Trevor Johnson with his 3rd. Team 8th. And now we got Eric Rogers up at the free throw line. Again, Mules in the bonus the rest of the way. Flora in the double bonus. Rogers, he's over 2 so far in the night. That one's up and good. By the way, that was Eric's first free throw attempt since the second quarter. 1 out of 3 so far with the charity stripe, and big free throws here for Rogers.
Rogers has 23 points right now. Landon has 8, and Lane has 8.
Good
24 Eric has now.
That one's good right there by Rogers. 49-40. Mules lead by 9. Big free throws made by Eric. Stanford with the basketball. Gives over to Johnson. Johnson over to Young. Neal holding the ball. He's been in foul trouble most of the night. Gives it over to Dury. Ethan gives over to Spicer. And that is, by the way, Lawson Spicer. And we got a foul called away from the ball. This will be on the Mules. As Flora comes to the free throw line. Looks to be Jacob Stanford. Yep. Foul on Jake Easton. That'll be Jake's second again. Flora in a double bonus rest of the way. Minute 32 to go. Stanford 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe so far tonight.
We got Jerry Webb checking in on the live chat. He says, "Go Mules."
Hi, Jerry. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Debbie are doing well. Free throw by Flora is made by Stanford. Next one on the way from Jacob, and that one is no good. He missed it. Rebound control by Stanford, puts it up and in. 3-point swing right there for Stanford and Flora. 49-43. It's a 2-possession game.
Minute 27 to go.
1:27 to go here. We'll take a quick pause here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Conrad Financial Group can help you build a diverse portfolio to keep you on track with your financial goals. Conrad Financial Group can help you with retirement planning, 401ks to IRAs, 401k rollovers, college saving plans, life and long-term care, insurance, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and certificates of deposits. With over 46 years of combined experience in the financial industry, they'll help you plan and invest in your future, whatever your goals may be. Give them a call or stop by Conrad Financial Group, LLC, investing in the future since 2003.
DiMaggio's Pizza, family owned for 49 years. Located at 1312 West Main in Fairfield, DiMaggio's is more than just pizza. Soups, salads, sandwiches, pasta, and so much more. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday from 4 to 9 p.m. DiMaggio's is available for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. Order online now at DiMaggios.pizza or download the app available in your app store.
I want to take a quick second to thank our sponsors,
Yes.
TTT Designs, CSI Insurance Brokers, Cornerstone Community Church, Christina Copeland, Country Financial, Wayne County Farm Bureau, Eagle Supply, Black's Flowers and Gifts, People's National Bank, Fairfield Elks Lodge, Conard Financial Group, DiMaggio's Pizza and Pasta, Fairfield Banking Company, Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler, RJ Marketing, Wabash General Hospital, Walters Buildings, Boyd Furniture and Mattress, Carter Trucking, Pollard Realty, Potts Family Pharmacy, F&B, Carnaby Square, Rush Appliance and Furniture, and La Fuente Mexican Restaurant.
Thank you to all those businesses sponsoring tonight's broadcast on Mule Nation. We certainly appreciate each and every single one of you. Spicer commits the foul on Dag.
Minute 7 to go. 2-possession ball game.
So Dag will be coming up to the free throw line. Justice so far 1 out of 2 of the night. Justice with 4 points. 49-43. Mules up ahead by 6. 101 to go in regulation. 107, excuse me. First free throw up, no good by Dag.
And the 4 out of the 5 players for us out there have 44 out of 49 points for us right now.
That's a good stat. Here's Johnson. Johnson on the right side gives over to Dury. Dury. Johnson trying to set a screen, didn't take it. Dury.
50 seconds.
Down low feed to Stanford, puts it up, and that's no good. Rebound control by Stanford. He gets it right back. And we've got a fight here between Dag and Stanford. And this time, last touch right there by Dag.
43.6 seconds to go. 49-43. Fairfield Mules are leading right now.
Fight for the board that time. And Flora will retain possession. Latrell Snyder checking in for Dag. Latrell out there for defense. 49-43, 43.6 seconds to go. Mules lead by 6. Johnson, Trevor will inbound it this time over to Lawson Spicer. Spicer driving, and he runs right into Tucker, and I think Lane just fouled out.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, and Lane not happy about that. Lane has just fouled out. Lane Tucker, by the way, 8 points, did not score in the second half. Made a couple of threes in the regular hoop, and Luke Duckworth is out there. Luke has had a big night rebounding the ball and setting screens for the Mules. And now we have Spicer up at the free throw line. Lawson Spicer, the 5'10 junior. Spicer's first free throw attempt, by the way. That one's on the way and no good, in and out. For the Mules, you'll certainly take it at a tight ball game like this. 49-43. By the way, I want to say for the Florida cheerleaders, Camry Austin, a cousin of mine, good to see her here tonight.
Justice Dag got checked in the game for Latrell Snyder.
We're just having all sorts of substitutions here.
One was
Latrell in, Latrell out.
One was had to be.
Yeah, I know.
That one good by Spicer again.
49-44. Mules are winning with 40.4 seconds to go. And Flora is full court pressing right now.
Foul, Jacobs fouled by way of Dury. Ethan Dury, that is. That's his 4th, by the way.
And Jake Easton is going to the free throw line.
Both teams down with the double bonus rest of the way. Big free throws here for the freshman, Jake Easton. Jake has yet to score tonight, varsity play. Had 11 for JV. Jake's been a lot of pressure here before. This is a big one. This one's on the way. Good by Jake Easton. The 5'7" freshman knocks it down. He'll have one more attempt. 50-44. Again, Jake Easton, the 5'7" freshman. He is wired to score, but boy, I'll tell you what, he also plays good defense as well. Jake, that one's up and good. He makes that one. Big free throws from Easton. 51-44. Big Jake out there. 35 seconds to go. Flora with the basketball. Stanford telling his guys, let's roll. They feed it down low. Stanford, he puts it up and count the basket and one. Jacob Stanford. Foul on the Mules. And he's come up big here in the second half.
Latrell was not very happy with that call. He was thinking it was on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I can see why he'd be frustrated a little bit. But Stanford up at the free throw line. Stanford, by the way, in the second half, I got him down with 10 points alone. So he's stepping up big here for the Wolves. Also in there for Flora, Quinn Eubinger, a 6'2" junior. Quinn's first appearance tonight, varsity play. 51-46. Free throw on the way, good. Stanford calmly knocks that one down.
Timeout.
Take a timeout as well here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
The Fairfield Banking Company, your true locally owned hometown bank, says go Mules. See them for checking and savings accounts and loans of all types. Lobby hours are 8:30 to 4 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. And the convenient drive-thru, they're open 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday, 8 to 6 on Friday, and 8 to noon on Saturday. The Fairfield Banking Company, 915 Commerce Drive in Fairfield. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
51-47. Mules lead Flora. What a game it's been. It's been a good one here for the Mules. Senior night here at the Mule Barn. A great atmosphere, great crowd on both sides.
It was not a disappointment.
I'll tell you what, this game has lived up to the hype here.
It really has. Started out with quite the lead, and here we are with but, you know.
I mean, again, when these two teams take on each other, throw the records out the window. It's
a good game.
It has been a great game here. Harrelson inbounds over to Jake. Jake is fouled immediately right there by Flora. I do not have a number 12.
Yeah.
I think he's
missing that in JV,
I think he's a
too.
freshman because he played freshman JV and varsity.
We'll come number 12.
Doesn't say, does it?
No, it doesn't on the varsity roster,
Yep.
no. No, there's a foul number 12. Jake Easton with the free throw line. Big free throws for Jake again. On the way. Oh, he missed that one. 51-47. Got to make this one here, Jake.
Nick Easton has checked into the game.
And for defense, Neil Young also. Ethan Dury. We're seeing a lot of substitution patterns here for both teams. Jake Easton so far 2 out of 3 of the night. Got to make this one here, Jake. That one on the way. Good. Jake, over 1,000 point career scorer at Jasper Grade School. Stanford puts it up, missed it. Rebound. Oh, I thought Eric had it. Over the back, foul called on Flora. Be Mules' ball. Neil Young, so that's his 5th. Yep, it is. That's his 5th. Neil Young, 2 points of the night for Young. 52-47. Eric Rogers up at the free throw line. Eric so far, he's having a great night, 24 points.
See if he can make it 26.
He had 18 in the first half, has had 6 so far in the second. Rogers, free throw on the way. That one's good. Hot Sauce McGee delivers, so we'll have one more. 25 points for Rogers. He's kind of left when I told him that earlier. Rogers, another free throw on the way. That one is no good off the back iron. Missed that one. Rebound controlled by the Wolves. Johnson up the floor quickly. Quick three for Johnson. That's no good. Rebound, Luke Duckworth. Gives over to Rogers. 10 seconds to go. Luke back to Eric. Eric driving. Down the right side. He's fouled. Mules are going to win it here on senior night. How about that? All we're waiting for is the final. 5.9 seconds left to go. That'll be the 4th foul on Johnson. And boy, I tell you what, for the Mules on senior night, Eric Rogers up at the free throw line. That one is no good.
And I bet it feels good after after what they did to us earlier this season too.
It's nice to get that win. Fingers crossed.
Right in 4 regional.
Still 5.9 seconds.
That one is
there
good.
We go.
Eric makes that one 1 out of 2. 54-47, 3 seconds to go. Gives over to Partridge for 3. That will count. That will count. But the Mules win on senior night. How about that? Fairfield 54, Flora 50.
And fan section threw out there.
Oh, they threw him
Oh, they're
on
making it rain. They made him rain.
I knew he was going to do that.
But boy, I tell you what.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with some post-game information for you and interview with Coach Mack and hopefully the seniors. So stay tuned.
Needing or just wanting a new or pre-owned vehicle? Make Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler at 412 East Main in Fairfield your first stop. Give Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Dennis Downs, Jeff Black, Gage McGahey, or Matthew Rogers a call at 618-842-4995. Check out their Warranty Forever program, and don't forget about the great service after the sale at Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler.
Raylan James Marketing. Marketing done your way. No matter how small your business is, we're here to help with everything from social media management to search engine optimization. Needing a website or business cards? A flyer for your upcoming event? We do that too. Hometown people helping out our hometown businesses. Contact us today at 618-315-3611 or email claire@raylanjames.com to see how we can help your business grow. Go Mules!
Wabash General Hospital is now accepting new patients of all ages at the Albion Medical Clinic. Call 618-445-8170 to schedule your appointment for any number of services, including primary care, orthopedic and sports medicine, lab draw, and diagnostic imaging. Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love.
Walters Buildings, family owned since 1958. Walters Buildings offers high-quality buildings at an affordable price. Commercial, residential, equestrian, agricultural, and storage buildings. When you decide to build with Walters, you are deciding to build with confidence. Contact us today at 618-842-2642 and let us quote the building of your dreams. Located at 558 US 45 in Fairfield, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City is the place to go for sofas, love seats, recliners, lift chairs, dining sets, bedroom sets, and mattresses. Take a rest test on one of their 20 mattress displays and then check out their 5 large showrooms full of brands like Catnapper, Ashley, Serta, iComfort, Benchcraft, and Inglaterm. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and Saturday 9 to 5. See them online at boydfern.com and Facebook or call 895-3000. Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, family owned for more than 15 years in Wayne City. Need a place to hold indoor practices, athletic training, or a birthday party? Give Carter Trucking a call at 618-842-2022 and ask about availabilities at the Carter Sports Academy on Williamson Drive in Fairfield. Need any type of excavating work done? Carter Trucking can help you out. You can also get...
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Nick.
Welcome back. Oh, my goodness. I got choked there for a second. Welcome back. We feel so famous. We just had the Moose, Nick Tribe, come up, and we had to sign his foam finger. Maybe it'll be an auction, one day when we really make it big for big dollars.
Yeah.
But thank you all for joining us tonight. It has been an exciting night at the Mule Barn. Congratulations to the Mules on a senior night victory against the Flora Wolves.
Well, anytime you win on senior night, again, a lot of emotion here for these seniors. I mean, you get another home game, this Saturday, but to win against a conference opponent like Flora and a rival for years, it's always got to feel good.
Oh, definitely, for sure. They played their little hearts out, and it sure showed. So, thank you all for joining us. Derek, you got some post-game stats for us?
Yeah, I sure do.
All right.
Let's start with the Mules first. They win 54-50 over Flora. Eric Rogers led the way with 26 points. And also,
Coach Mack and the seniors are coming up here, too.
All right.
We'll wait here. We'll wait on the stats here. Talk to Coach Mack. Hey, Luke. Oh, here you go. Hey, Nick.
Just a second.
You want to be first?
Hey, Double D, how about just talk to these three tonight? You want to do that?
Yeah.
I'll come back at the end if you want me to.
That's right, Coach.
These three deserve some time.
Absolutely. Hey, guys. Try to get everything organized here real quick. I think we all are on. Guys, can you hear us? Can you hear me, guys? Okay, I'm going to start from left to right first. Let's go with Nick Easton. Nick, you got the start. Tell you what, you've been like a pest on defense all season long. Talk about your game for a moment.
I just go out there and I try to compete as best I can and play as best defense I can possibly every night. Give it all for my team.
And you get to play with your cousin Jake Easton, and I tell you what, he's been growing by leaps and bounds.
Yep. He was good in grade school, and I love playing with him.
Yeah. Nick, are you playing any spring sports? Or?
I'm going to run track, so.
Okay, what do you run in track?
I run the 4x8 and the 800.
Okay. Future plans following high school graduation is a few months away.
I'm going to go to Franklin College, probably. That's where I'm going to apply to, so, yeah.
What's your major?
Well, my major, probably some type of law enforcement, so.
Oh, okay. Well, Nick, I've enjoyed watching you play all season long.
Thank you.
It's always been fun. I call you No Fear Nick because you're in the land of the Giants. You're everywhere. You have no fear in your game. Luke Duckworth, the Bear. I call
What's
you the
up,
Bear.
man?
6'4", 255. I tell you what, you had a great game tonight rebounding the ball.
Yeah, I mean, here lately I haven't been doing my best offensively, so I knew going in I needed to pick it up on defense and get some boards, do what I'm best at,
What's it like to play against those bigs down low? Because you face bigs. Sometimes you have a size advantage, but sometimes You're facing men that are taller than you.
I mean, a lot of the big guys this year have been pretty fast still. So, I mean, it's been tough. Wyatt Hampson's always really fun to go against. It's fun to lean on another big guy that's heavy, too.
Yeah. So, are you doing anything in the spring? I think you play baseball, don't you?
I don't play baseball anymore.
Oh.
I think I'm just going to take a break and enjoy retirement.
All right. Well, any future plans following high school?
I'm going to go to Wabash Valley for a year.
All
and
right.
then after that, me and a buddy, Hayden Hodges, are going to go down to Mississippi State and do an agribusiness degree down there.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yep.
I'll tell you what, I know Hayden Hodges. Remember him from, he was Compound, I think.
Yeah, he's my compound buddy.
Yeah, Compound buddy.
He's a good guy.
But, Luke, I've enjoyed watching you play over the course of the season. Even back in your days at New Hope, I remember you as the big down low.
Yeah,
and-
it's been a fun ride.
But I'll tell you what, man, hey, really proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Really proud of you. Enjoy watching you play. Eric Rogers, Hot Sauce McGee. Hot Sauce McGee, man.
How we doing, Double D?
How you doing?
Good.
Hey, I had you down with 26 points tonight. You broke the single season record for most threes in a season held by Landon Zerlini, another great shooter. Talk about that.
Man, that's awesome. I tell you what, I can't thank my teammates and my coaches enough. I mean, every day these guys show up. We show up 2 hours early. We get work in. I mean, we work hard. I mean, we've really gotten better as a team, and I tell you what, I love playing with these guys, man. It's so much fun.
Well, I tell you what, your older brothers, a lot of bloody driveway battles.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Joseph, I mean, he's an assistant for us, a volunteer. It's great having him around. I mean, even Coach Bailey, I mean, I grew up with, all those guys. And Coach Neal, too, coming from Hamco, he's been great to get along with. I mean, our coaching staff, Coach Mack, I mean, he's known all of us since we were 5 years old. I mean, it's just amazing the culture we have here. And, I love playing for guys like that, for coaches like that.
Talk about your philosophy this season because, this senior year you have been incredible. You scored over 1,000 career points as well.
Man, I this year has been awesome for me. I really like it, but I try to come in and I try to win games for us. I know my role, and I'm trying to get my teammates involved more, and I'm trying to win more games. And I tell you what, winning is fun. I mean, we come down locker room. We have a great time together after games like this, and I go out there and I just want to win a game. I'm super competitive, so losing, I hate losing, but coming out here and winning with my brothers, man, it's no better feeling.
What are you doing this spring? You doing any sports in the spring? Or?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't thought about it yet.
All right, future plans after high school?
I'd hope to go play basketball somewhere right now. I'm talking to a few schools, but hopefully go continue playing basketball somewhere be the goal.
Well, I'll tell you what, any college that recruits you, if you need a good word, please come to me. I'll put in a good word for you. I'll be glad to help you out.
Will do. Thank you, Double D.
I tell you what, I enjoy watching you play.
Hey,
You've
love
really
hearing
grown.
you guys. Mule Nation's awesome. I love hearing you guys on the calls. I mean, you guys are great. I love watching our girls' games. I mean, any games you guys do is really awesome. I'm glad to see your guys' success.
And we appreciate the support from all of you seniors for watching Mule Nation and supporting us as well. It's greatly appreciated. Great to have you guys. Great win tonight. Congratulations. That's going to be him this Friday at Carmi, and also postseason play starting Saturday.
Yeah. See you guys at Carmi Friday.
All right. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Luke.
Awesome.
Here's the other headset here.
Great to hear from the guys, and congratulations again on that win, and sure proud of you. We did get this stream recorded as well, so we kind of failed on that on the girls' senior night. So, but if the boys, we want a copy of it, we do have this recorded as well, so you don't have to screenshot from your phone or whatever. So.
I'll go ahead and mention the postgame stats.
Yep, go ahead.
Coach Mack, and leading the way here, Eric Rogers. By the way, again, the Mules won 54-50 over Flora. 26 points for Eric Rogers. 8 points apiece for Landon Harrelson and Lane Tucker. 4 points for Justice Dagg. 3 points apiece for Luke Duckworth and Jake Easton with those big free throws late. And 2 points for Nick Easton. Mules had scores of 13, 16, 11, and 14. And I forgot to add up the free throws and the threes right there. We got so focused on signing Nick's foam finger and this right here. I'll get those totaled up here shortly here. For Flora, though, they were led in scoring by Jacob Stanford with 13. 12 points for Ethan Dury. 9 points for Trevor Johnson. 7 points apiece for Lawson Spicer and Garrett Partridge. And 2 points for Neil Young. Flora had quarters 2, 9, 20, and 19.
Wow.
So they really came on board in the second half. And I'll give credit to Phil Lee Flora. I mean, they really, at halftime, it was 29-11 at the half. And for Flora, they come roaring right back. But the Mules withstood the Wolves' run. And you got to give credit to Phil Lee, but I tell you what, Coach Scott McElravy and the Mules, what a big win this is for the Mules. And the Mules have been playing really good as of late, getting win after win.
Yeah, they really have. They showed up tonight and they put on a show for senior night, and it was really good to watch. I'm very impressed with their play, and congratulations again on the win. Let's take a quick break while Double D finalizes those game stats for you.
See Pollard Realty in Fairfield for all your real estate needs. With more than 110 years of combined experience, managing broker Linda Tucker and brokers Amy Hooper, Amy Pollard, Ethan Kaiser, Julie Shreve, and Rod Vaughn can help you through the process of buying or selling land or residential or commercial property in Wayne and surrounding counties. Check out their website at pollard-realty.com and then schedule an appointment at 618-599-7765. At Potts Family Pharmacy in Fairfield, Stephen and Tiffany say you're not just a customer, but a part of their family. Open 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday right next to Save-A-Lot in Fairfield. They feature a full line of over-the-counter products like high-potency orthomolecular vitamins. Plus, Stephen says those specially compounded pain creams are back at Potts Family Pharmacy in Fairfield right next to Save-A-Lot.
Welcome back here to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Derek Dunn here, along with Claire Vaughn.
I'm sorry. I'm all over the place here.
Coach Scott,
where you want me to be, guys?
I was trying to move out of your way.
Yeah, you're good, Claire.
I moved in.
That's okay.
There we go.
Coach Mack situated here for a moment.
I got you.
Coach Mack, first of all, congratulations on a senior night victory. The Mule Barn was rocking here tonight. Just want to know your opening statement. We'll follow with a few questions.
Love the start we got. I mean, thankfully Eric Rogers plays for the Mules. He got started off in great fashion, but also, Nick had a nice drive and score there early on. When Eric's open, the kids are hitting him. Luke, I'm pretty sure led us in rebounds tonight. I thought he was flying around, and he had to get out and guard on the perimeter, which he's gotten better at. He had to guard Dury, and then he also had to guard 22, who's their best athlete. So. He had to I thought that was one of his better defensive efforts tonight, too. So all three seniors contributed. The kids that we had come in did the same. We knew it wasn't going to be we didn't figure it was going to be a 20-point win. We just don't do that. And, they had a 35-34, I think, or 36-35 loss to Olney.
Yeah.
They're missing Tolliver, one of their big kids, which hurts them athlete-wise.
Yes.
But they still are a 17-win team.
Yeah.
So that was a big win for us.
And, Coach, it was 29-11 at the half.
Yep.
And Flora, you knew that Phil Lee and his Wolves were going to come right back.
We did. Some of that, I thought they may have missed a few shots there early that they might normally make. But I thought our defense was really good in the first half. I mean, that's some of the best man defense that we played all year. The first time we played them, we played almost strictly 1-2-2.
Yeah.
Because we had trouble with their two bigs. Mm-hmm. But, a couple of lapses in coverage, and then we just didn't quite shoot the ball as well. And that was one thing we challenged the kids. What are we going to do if things aren't going down for us? And that's kind of been our motto ever since about Lawrenceville.
Yeah.
When we went up there and they smoked us. We've been in games ever since. Yeah. And I think we're 5-2 in our last 7 or something like that. So that's something really to build on. Really proud of the kids for sticking in. It's a long season. And especially if you're not winning, you're not winning, it's easy to get down, blame others, all that good stuff. But the kids we've had a lot of fun here in the last couple weeks. It's been fun.
It was nice during the interview. I'm sorry to interrupt, but during the interview with the seniors, they all kind of did give credit to each other. And I think that's great to hear, for sure.
Good kids. We're gonna miss them in all different ways. I mean, when you have teams, not everybody's the same. Not everybody has the same role. All three of those guys played football for Coach Townsend. Mm-hmm. They're multi-sport athletes, which is cool. And man, anytime you can get win on senior night, it's great.
Yeah, it was great. They came out with a mission tonight.
Coach Lieb is a great friend and mentor to me. Love the guy to death. But when the ball's tipped up, we're battling.
Someone's got to lose, and we don't want it to be us.
Thankfully, it was him tonight. He got his win on us up there.
Yeah.
Coach, I thought Donnie Lyons, a PA announcer, announced about Eric Rogers breaking the 3-point singles season record that was held by Landon Zerlini. And I tell you what, Eric's been shooting the three ball really well.
Eric's a good player,
Yeah.
as was Landon. Landon is one of our best shooters I've ever coached.
Yeah.
And Landon might argue back and say, hey, I had some other dudes on that team that I may not have got as many shots as he did. But, records are always meant to be broken, and it's great. I mean, two good kids. I'm sure Landon would be happy for him to hear that.
Yeah.
We're just excited. I mean, Carmi's super tough.
Yes,
we know they
Friday.
are. We know it's their senior night. So we're going to go down there and try to do the best we can to get a win.
That's awesome.
Speak
of the devil, right?
Hey, right back at you. One of the best right there.
And then,
I love it.
And then, Coach, a quick turnaround after Friday when you're hosting Marshall starting postseason.
Yeah, I told WFIW my first sixth grade game as a Cumberland Raider was in Marshall.
Oh, really?
Marshall High School gym, yeah. And one of my good friends from college is their AD, so it'd be good to see him.
That's fun.
Yeah, and it also, excuse me, gives the seniors another time in the Mule Barn. So
yeah,
I think it's 6 o'clock start, maybe
Yes.
6 o'clock.
6, yeah.
Love to see everybody out here if they can't. Watch you guys like I did last night with the
appreciate
girls.
it, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, again, congratulations, you and the guys, on a great senior night win over Flora. We had fun broadcasting it. And I tell you what, great to see a great crowd here tonight, a sea of red and black. And I tell you what, let's get a sea of red and black at McDougal-Evers this Friday, a sea of red and black this Saturday.
I appreciate
Carmine.
that, and I'm leading the scroll here, and there's McGuire Taylor. Mac checking in from the bash.
Yeah.
Love to see that. That's a former good mule for you right there.
He checked in as Mac, and I read it that way.
Yep.
And then I was like, but you're who I think of as Mac, so then
Yep.
I had to clarify. Wait, Coach Mac isn't on the
Yep.
live stream
I
right
promise
now.
I was not texting. Nope, I was not.
Hey,
Nope.
your mom was there earlier. I told that.
Yep.
Hey,
Your mom
great.
checked
She
in
loves
too,
loves
so.
the fact that you guys do this. She's an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
Can't make it all the time, so
Well,
that's great.
we're glad she tunes in. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Appreciate
chatting
it.
with us.
Yep.
And
See you,
Thanks so
man.
much.
Yep.
Congratulations.
See you, Claire.
Great.
Bye.
See you guys.
All right. Thank you guys again for watching us tonight here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. We're going to run another commercial here real quick, and then we'll be back with final thoughts.
When describing traditional products like checking or savings accounts, many banks use the words personal banking. At FMB, we like to focus on the personal side of that term. How? By always applying personal attention, by always delivering with personal care, and by treating you like a person, not an account. FMB, banking, business, life. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
All right, again, Mules win over Flora 54-50. Varsity play senior night. Our next broadcast here is this Friday. The Mules, talked about, Coach Mack mentioned it, play at Carmi White County at Friday, be the Bulldogs senior night, but for the Mules, an opportunity to spoil their senior night as well. All three levels starting at 5:15, freshmen, JV around 6:15 with Varsity to follow. JV and Varsity be live streamed here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. I want to thank Anthony Ukina for providing commentary tonight. Claire Vaughn, great to have you here as well. Oh, go ahead.
It's good to be back.
Also, Grady Simpson running the camera for us. Grady does a great job, the smooth operator. On Derek Dunn saying, so long and have a wonderful and pleasant good night. Always a pleasure broadcasting Mules basketball here at Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Thanks for listening. Mules basketball has been brought to you by the Wayne County Farm Bureau, Walters Buildings, Wabash General Hospital, TTT Designs, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Braylon James Marketing, Potts Family Pharmacy, Pollard Realty, People's National Bank, Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler, La Fuente Mexican Restaurant, FNB, the Fairfield Elks Lodge, the Fairfield Banking Company, Eagle Supply, DiMaggio's Pizza and Pasta, CSI Insurance Brokers, Conard Financial Group, Cornerstone Community Church, Christina Copeland Country Financial, Carter Trucking, Carnaby Square, Boyd Furniture and Mattress, and Black's Flowers and Gifts. Mules basketball has been a production of Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.